5? All right. Stand up, New York Giant fans. What's going on, Baddog?
What is going on, Chris? You've got to be a little tired today. You're all over. You did your movie stream earlier, which, by the way, I know Dire Giants fans are always very good about this, but maybe Dire Giants fan or one of my mods can put Chris's movie channel in the stream. I was glad I got in there at the beginning, and then I went for my run, and I came back, and I was setting this stream up, and I saw you guys are still live. I'm like, awesome, let me jump in there. So I love those, man. I like the movie streams that you guys do. So you did that for a couple hours, and then you were over on OGR's channel doing that, and now here you are. It's a good thing you're a young man, Chris.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. Obviously, I always love talking movies with my brother, and I'm looking forward to continue that channel. But of course, tonight we're going to be talking Giants, and apparently, Bengals. That's what Benjamin was super chatting. So I'll let you get to that first.
Yeah, let me get to these. I don't know what just happened. That's Benjamin, you guys are unbelievable. So there's a few of them here. Benjamin, thank you so much, my man. Brilly. I'll just say Brilly. He says, I appreciate everything you do for us. Without you guys, we'd be bored as fuck. So shout out to Chris and the Baddog. Then he says, just got word from a credible source that the strip clubs will be open in 2 weeks. You're welcome, Kristaps and sports expert. Congrats, fellas. I owe Benjamin and diehard Giants fan 8 spins on my chair. So thank you so much, guys. Brilly, KP. Thank you for the super sticker, brother. Brilly, little cake there. That's next Saturday when I will probably drink too much and have the birthday stream that I've had the last couple of years. And we all know that it's God only knows what the hell's going to happen. I was wasted last year. I know that. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. 3 in a row. He says, as much as I talk about strippers and ass, it's all fun and games, but I would never do anything to jeopardize my relationship. Her bang holes got tired and my schlong needs a break too. You're 21, man. That never needs a break when you're that young, ever. Then he says, Chris, Asia calls you sexy. How many hints do you need, my man? Like, I can only help out so much. Just think, Chris and Asia, is it Guzzo or is it Guzzo?
In Italy, it's pronounced Guzzo.
Yeah,
so
Guzzo.
You could say it that way. Guzzo.
Right, Chris and Asia, Guzzo. And then Benjamin says, Benjamin is the freaking man. There needs to be more guys like him out there. Yes, there is. And then Benjamin says at the end here says, why is it girls make sounds when they're begging for your load? Well, probably because they are enjoying life, much like we make sounds when we're ready to give our load, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. The entertainer talking porn tonight.
I guess. Baddog talking porn.
Benjamin, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, to say the least. And you definitely always bring interesting topics, that's for sure.
The rated R super chats. We're going to, Edge was the rated R superstar in WWE. And I guess we're going to call Benjamin win the rated R superstar of the live streams. I think.
Yes. I think.
And I guess I gotta knock this out real quick. So I guess I'm going to get dizzy here. Woo! 1, woo! 2, wee! 3, wee! 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting to do? 7. He puts his hands up there. 8.
Just got another one.
And Daniel Berry, thank you for the super sticker, brother. Brilly. Whee! Here we go. All right, guys, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know if there's a lot to talk about. I don't know if you saw this, Chris, or not, but there's, I think, an Algic Rosas that is the complete opposite of what they said happened.
From what I read with the Rosas thing, and it looked like the headline was way off. He's still getting charged. He's getting charged with. That's why I didn't even make a video on it. I think some people maybe misunderstood it, or maybe I misunderstood it. But the way I read it is he's getting tried for 3 counts of, whatever it is. But there was like rumors coming out that he wasn't the guy who hit the guy. He's getting charged. That's what it sounds like. From what I read.
Yeah. I mean, license plate guy put it on Instagram that the Algic Rosas was the guy that got hit. Yeah, but I actually said to him, I said, why is it so opposite, and why is it coming out now, and why do we have all kinds of problems with kickers? He just said, I don't know, my man. That's a guy I would love to try to get on my channel someday. Yeah, license plate guy.
Oh, he'd come on. He goes.
I was gonna say, I'm sure. I bet he would.
He's been on a number of Giants YouTube channels.
Has he? I should reach out to him. What the hell, Nick the Wick? That was me in OGR stream. Yes. Yes, it was. It was.
But
I guess he must have got rid of a lot of moderators and then gave them back. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, possible.
But who we got here? We got J-Wad, Nick DeWitt, Gabriel, News R. What's going on? Afghanistan. Sports expert, Benjamin Wynn, of course. Rostap 87. Young Abu Dhabi. He says Daniel Jones 72 and Madden. Taco Man. Been a while since I've seen you, my man. Jeremy's in the house. Sports expert, of course. Nick DeWitt, John Murphy, Daniel Lamonting. I don't even know how to say that. Daniel Lamont. How would you say that, Chris?
Let me see the name. I'm looking for it.
Lamontagne. Lamonte?
Oh, I see it now. Let me try this here. Daniel Lamontage.
I like that.
That's probably not it, but I'm going with it. It sounds like montage. Daniel Lamontage.
23, John Talento, John Murphy, Caden, Daniel Berry, obviously. Giants Alliance is in the house. Cushmaster, the president of the 420 Club. Just waiting for the vice president, Punkham, to get here. Marjorie Simmons, D. Coop, of course, my man, diehard Giants fan, Ballard Sports Media, KP, Andrew Boyle. Thank you guys all for being here. Philly's Ace, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, Stella, and stand up. Y'all are the best. Johnny, how can we be the best when you're the best? And CWC became a new member. Really, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, and welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, man. I really appreciate it.
I want to say hello to John as well. He's one of our best. The other thing I talked about today, a couple of quotes came out from Darnay Holmes. Talking basically reiterating what he said the entire offseason about how hard he's been working and how he wants to put his best foot forward. And Judge talked about how good of a draft pick that he feels that it was. So that was encouraging stuff, but not a ton of news. Obviously, the big news in the NFL world was the Redskins stuff this week.
Yeah. I mean, how insane is that, man? I mean, number one, they lose their name. And maybe, should I
even be saying Redskins? I guess
I don't know what else to call them.
The Washington Football Club.
The Washington Floors, like I said, because we sweep them every year. But no, it's weird. Like, they're threatening to pull money out. So why would Daniel Snyder even go along with it if this was going to come out? Maybe he didn't know it was going to come out. I don't know, but every time it's just funny, Chris, how bad franchises have things like this happen to them over and over and over again. We have the whole thing with James Dolan and Spike Lee walking out and throwing out Charles Oakley. Like the Knicks never do anything right, and everybody they bring in there stinks. So the Redskins got the same problem. Not that the Mets get in a lot of trouble, but like the Wilpons are terrible owners, so everything they do just seems to miss. It's just weird how when you have a bad owner, things seem like they go from bad to worse for whatever reason, and it really doesn't get any worse. Of course, remember the Knicks had the whole scandal with Isaiah Thomas and all this.
Stephon Marbury,
right? I mean, it's just it's unbelievable. This might be the best thing that could have happened.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's what I said in my video yesterday. If I was a Redskins fan, I mean, it's obviously horrible, the stories that came out about the women and everything else, but in terms of a football perspective, this could be the best thing that's ever happened to the Redskins. It sounds like the NFL owners are going to force Snyder out the door. Yeah. And if you're a Redskin fan, you should be excited about that. Yeah. He's one of the worst owners we know as New York fans. He's right up there with guys like Dolan and guys like Wilpon. Snyder's been horrible, forcing horrible free agents on the team for years. Guys like Deion Sanders, Bruce Smith when they were over the hill. I think it's a good thing for Redskins.
And he wanted Dwayne Haskins. I mean, that was
that too. Don't forget about that. Yeah.
So he brought in Hainsworth, he brought in Deion, he brought in Jeff George, he brought in Adam Archuleta. I mean, I remember the NFL Network doing like the top 10 worst free agent signings, and number one was just the Washington Redskins. They didn't even have a specific one because everybody they bring in is awful. So it's just, I don't know. It's just funny to me, but they, obviously it's a serious story, but it's just amazing how all of this happened at one time. So I guess maybe this is rock bottom. They're going to start with a new name and a new owner, and who knows, maybe they'll be back on top. But I think honestly that Daniel Snyder out the door is the best thing that could happen in Washington. Like he's terrible. He's held that franchise back for years, and they ruined Robert Griffin, mind you, too.
Oh, God, how they forced him back during that playoff game. He shouldn't have been on the field. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a complete mess. And then story came out. I don't know how credible this is. I saw this on Twitter that Gruden, of course, who was the head coach last year that they forced out the door, he and a player on the team were sharing some woman, and they got into a fight. I forgot who it was, but it was one of the offensive linemen, and then he benched him because of it. There's just a story. I don't know how credible this is, but if it's true, it's crazy. And then the next week, the guy who replaced him missed a block, and Alex Smith got hurt.
Oh man, I didn't even read that far.
Yeah, so I don't know how credible that is, but imagine if that's the case.
So Redskins, I can see it.
Everybody forgets the Redskins were 6-2 that year before Smith went down.
Yeah. You know, the other thing is, I heard that they were paying off officials. I said, what the hell were they paying them for? To lose? What the hell were they paying them for?
That's kind of the most embarrassing story in sports history.
Come on. I mean, how bad are you if you're paying officials and you still can't get it done?
Yeah.
Crazy. By the way, we got 145 in here again, so thank you for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I only see 48 likes. Well, that I know you guys and girls could do better than that. So let's get to like 75. Let's bang that thumbs up button. And if you guys haven't done so, as always, make sure you subscribe to the Up Tainah Talkin Sports. And I forgot to do it again. Next time this is on my channel, I got to put your movie channel in there as well.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I got to do that. I never think to do it, but I definitely got to do that.
You know what? If you're free, maybe we'll have you on for the horror thing next week. I know you're a big horror. You're a big horror guy.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I know you're a big horror guy. So
I am a big horror movie buff. Me and my boy Afghanistan. We're huge horror movie buffs. But like I said, guys, please make sure you go into that description and sub up the Up Tainah Talkin Sports. Benjamin, thanks for the super chat. Brilly, he says, I'd rather be called the strip club fanatic. All right, we'll just call you SCF from now on, the strip club fanatic. Billy Van since 94. Brilly, thanks so much for the super chat. Says Baddog and Chris, are you looking forward to baseball starting next week? Absolutely. Both of us are huge baseball fans, so yes. And he said, also, what do you think the Redskins will change their name to? Red Wolves are the ones that I hear a lot. Red Tails.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for the Red Tails. I thought it sounded cooler, but the Red Wolves seems to be the favorite. And yeah, I'm streaming the Met game tomorrow. Even though it's preseason, we haven't had sports in forever. I haven't been live on my channel in like a week, so I said I'm going to do the Mets game tomorrow. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to baseball. I can't wait. I'm a huge Mets fan. Unfortunately, I always say I made the wrong choice, but yeah, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, me. I've streamed 3 nights in a row, so I need take one day off. Yeah, I got to do that. I'm a family guy, so I got to take a day off. But I will. I told a lot of guys that were looking for it. I said I will try to stream it Sunday. Can't promise it, but I will try to do the game Sunday, and then of course Thursday. Definitely. I mean, I will definitely be back for Yankee baseball on Thursday. Dire Giants fan, Brilly. We're gonna call him the spin crew president because he definitely is that. Dire Giants fan is definitely the president of the spin crew. No doubt about it. Cruzon 26. Really, love Cruzon. Even though Cruzon and I never agree on anything, I still love him anyway. We never agree on anything.
Cruzon's great, though.
He is. But he's right a lot of times. So it tells you how much I know.
Lamar Jackson.
He loved Lamar Jackson from day one. Loved him. He says, keep Snyder. We need him in the NFC East. Oh, I agree. Please keep him around. Johnny Laterno, Brilly says number 1. Wentz number 2. Jones. That's the NFC East period. I agree.
I hope so. I'm just one of those guys. I want him to earn it before I give him that title, but it's definitely possible. I think Jones could have a good year for the Giants.
He's better. He got more talent. OGR, love you, my man. Brilly, doing a great job in that channel. Closing on 1,000 subscribers. We got to get OGR to 1,000.
He'll get there.
He says, my 2 favorite lunatics. Also, thank you for both hanging out earlier. Hey, man, if I'm ever available and I know you're streaming, I'm going to be in there, OGR. I ain't going to miss that. Especially when you got the Tainah on there.
Yeah, it was an absolute blast, man. Always love hanging out with OGR.
Absolutely. Josh Latore, good to see you, my man. Brilly says, you ready to finally watch some Spanky's baseball? I am so ready for Yankee baseball, Josh. We're taking home 28 this year. Come on, baby. And I that. No cheating Astros to beat us. We're going all the way. This is our year.
Yankees are the favorite this year. I hate saying that as a Mets fan. Yankees are the favorite this year.
And then Cruz on 26 again. Brilly, my man. He says, what? You made the right choice, Chris. Go Mets.
You know what? Cruz on, when we finally win one, it will be worth it. But it's been torture since I've been watching that team. So hopefully they make it worth my while. I just want one. Baddog's talking about 28. I just want a 3rd championship. Just give me one before I die. I'd be thrilled.
Well, I mean, I'm not that old. I've only seen 5. I mean, I didn't see 27 of them. I've been alive for 7 of them, but I've only seen 5. I mean, that's nothing. Actually, that's the only other team that's won more in that time frame is the Patriots. That's it. They've won 6.
Giants have won 4.
Yep.
In that time. No, you've been,
since 96. Since 96. Yeah, the Patriots. I mean, Yeah, the Giants could use another one.
Well,
I mean, I love the Yankee. I do, but I'll be honest. If I had to choose, I'd rather the Giants win the Super Bowl.
how about the Knicks?
Well, I mean, the Knicks go.
That's just not going to happen, though.
I mean, I don't even know what I would do if the Knicks won a championship.
I think we've kind of given up on that.
I'd have to pinch myself, to see if I was dreaming or not, man. Benjamin, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, he says the gray hair on Chris's head is due to the poor choice of being a Knicks fan. I guess that's why I lost mine. He says, show the chest, Moss.
No, there's no doubt about it. Had I not been if I was a Yankees fan, I wouldn't have started going gray until I was at least 45. He's absolutely right about that. The Mets,
that happens.
Mets and the Knicks are huge.
And I will say this: marriage and children also either make you gray or they recede the hairline if that's the direction you're going to go. It's just part of life. And Johnny Letourneau, Brilly says, Chris, become a Phillies fan, please.
John,
he hates the Phillies more than he hates the Yankees, I'm sure.
John, here's my quick story about Phillies fans. Okay, I've been to a bunch of opposing. I've been to 12 baseball stadiums. One of which is Phillies. I used to go, watch the Mets on the road all the time. I went to the Phillies. I watched them go play in Baltimore, Boston. And let me tell you something. I'm not knocking you, John, but your fans are ridiculous. After the game, we're leaving, and there's a Phillies fan driving next to me on the way out of the ballpark. He's got a beer in his hand. He's chugging the beer as he's driving, and he starts pointing at me and laughing and saying that Mets fans aren't cool enough to drink and drive. I was like, okay. That pretty much sums up Phillies fans in a nutshell. I will never be a Phillies fan, John, ever.
There's something wrong with that city. I don't know. Except for Johnny. I mean, Johnny lost. Well, the funny thing is there's so many good Eagle fans that come in our streams.
Yeah.
I guess we weed out the good ones. The good ones slip through the cracks, and they get in here. And we both love Johnny. And Cruz on 26, Brilly says everything in Philly is awful, even the women.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's plenty of good women. There's always good women in every city.
That's true, but that's probably like trying to weed out a good Eagles fan. It's just almost impossible.
Well, yeah.
I have a bone of contention to pick. I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't grow my hair. I shave my head. I mean, I don't like it getting dark. I just shave it. But I'm telling you, if I let my hair grow, I got as much hair as OGR. I'm telling you right now. I have as much hair as now. I can't see the back of OGR's head. Now, there's different male pattern baldness. Now, I do have the divot in the back of my head.
Okay.
But right here, there's just as much.
So you got the horseshoe thing going.
Yeah, it's horseshoeing, yes.
Yeah, but with like a little patch up front.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's thin here. It's thin, but it's covered like the here. It's just thinner than the rest of my hair. The back is gone, though.
All right.
But I'm just saying, like I'm telling you, and I'm a lot older than OG.
You know what?
I'm 10 years older than OG.
I think you got to grow your hair out then, so we can find out.
Oh God, that's a horrible look, Chris. No, I don't want to be looking like Homie the Clown, Chris. We're Homie the Clown.
From
In Living Color.
In Living Color, yeah.
That's what I'd be looking like. I mean, Homie don't play that.
That was Damon Wayans, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
About as much as I could take of Damon Wayman's about a half an hour. His movie suck. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. Brilly says my ex was a Cowboys fan, never good in bed.
Yeah,
I had to take your word for that. Philly fan since '94. Brilly says Chris, not all Phillies fans are like that.
Oh, I know. I'm just rubbing it in a little bit. Obviously, I'm not trying to generalize all Phillies fans. I was just messing with John. I know there's plenty of New York fans like that. Believe me, I was half serious.
And my man OGR Sports, Brilly says Philly fans equal crazy and delusional. Yeah, Philly's an interesting city.
Here's what I'll say. I'll give Philly fans a compliment. I always try to be fair. Obviously, we don't like your teams, but I say it all the time. In terms of passionate fan bases, Philly fans are up there. They definitely have that passion like New York fans do. I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah, no, they do. They're extremely passionate. Almost too passionate sometimes. Cruzon says I'm 3 years old and I'm Baddog. Damn, I'm old. You are old. If you're older than me, you're old. I mean, shit. That means you're in your upper 40s. That's all. Cruzon, you're closing in on 50. I'm still closer to 40 than I am 50. So I got that going for me. Even after July 27th, I still am closer to 40 than I am 50. Sacred Dust, Brilly, Baddog and Chris, who stinks more? Darnold or Haskins? Oh, that's a great question. It's a great question because they're both awful.
I think Darnold's better. I know Baddog hates Darnold. I think Darnold's better. Here's what I'll say about both those quarterbacks. Neither one of them has been set up for success. But I would take Darnold. I still think Darnold could be good if you give him the right pieces. He just hasn't had it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I would give Darnold the thin edge, like the top of the hair on the top of my head. Like he's better by that much. The thin hairs in the top of my head. That's how Darnold's awful. He's so bad. Just you better than Daniel Jones. What are you smoking? I mean, come on, man.
No, I'm taking Jones over Darnold.
You got to. I mean, Darnold's never thrown 20 touchdowns in a season. Daniel Jones in his rookie year.
Yeah, I'm taking Jones over Darnold.
You got it. Cruz on 26. Brilly says, rub it in, bad dog. LOL. Nah, I'm just playing. There's not many guys I can call older than me. You and L.A. Lou. And L.A. Lou always tells, L.A. Lou actually said the geezer, he just turned 58. My boy L.A. Lou. I think 57 or 58. I think he said he turned 58 the 16th of July. Was it yesterday? No, today is Mama Bad Dog's birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday to Mama Bad Dog.
Yeah, Mama Bad Dog is 65 today. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's up there. Yeah, when your kid is in his middle 40s, you're up there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Dire Giants fan, thank you so much, brother. Brilly says being in Philly makes you want to vomit. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's right. He lives in Philly.
That's right. I forgot about that. He used to always talk about whenever anything bad would happen in the Philadelphia area, he couldn't wait to turn on the radio.
Oh God, that's rough. We have a lot of Giants fans that are in that.
Rover's from Philly.
Yeah, that's why Rover likes the Giants.
Yeah, well, we know Rover. Rover's the type of guy he wants to take the opposite approach always, so it makes sense with him.
Somebody just put in the comment section, Minshew's better than Daniel Jones. Stop it.
I just want to shout out our boy Mercedes-Benz in Manhattan. I'm still holding you, by the way, to the car. When I hit 100,000 subs, I expect a free Mercedes-Benz. Okay. Yeah,
I mean, I told you, Chris, I've been working on them, trying to get a deal. I like the CRVs. I'd like one of them those CRV Benzes, a black preferably. I said that. That would look great wrapped around me.
What are you going to get? The S550, 500? What are you going to get?
Yeah, I mean, 500 probably. I mean, I have to look into it. I haven't shopped the Benz in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Because I never will. I never really will. I ain't going to have that kind of money and then be buying an $80,000 automobile, but one can dream.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, maybe give it just for like 75% off, and if it's 20,000, I can.
Well, maybe it falls off the truck.
Maybe it does. I mean, it'd take me 6 years to pay that off, but I can do it. Now, if it's a regular Benz, my kid would have to finish paying that off for me because I'd be long gone by the time I could pay that one off. It's crazy. But yeah, man. I mean, training camp's starting up here pretty 28th.
Soon. Supposed to on the 28th.
Yeah, but I think it is. I mean, who's going in early? Like Monday, the Chiefs. I think it's somebody else. From
what I heard, the rookies are at least allowed to report on the 21st. And also we're going to find out about Marcus Golden on the 22nd.
Yes.
Now we don't know what the travel restriction with Jersey. It seems to be a little stricter than some states. So we'll see how that affects some of the players. But yeah, I think all of us will be much more. First off, I think once baseball tees off, when we're going to, I guess tomorrow, but in terms of regular season, we'll start to all get a little more confident that we're going to have sports.
Especially basketball. I think basketball is the bigger one because there's a lot more contact.
The thing with basketball, though, in comparison to the NFL, they have the whole bubble thing going on, right? They're not traveling. It's a controlled environment.
True.
So baseball, at least there's some travel. So we'll see, but I do think they're at least going to attempt to play, and then hopefully everything goes according to plan.
As far as I know, the KBO has done it well. I mean, obviously going back to work and everything, and the fact that I get up at 4:45 in the morning to stream that was just extremely difficult. But I mean, you could ask Sports Expert. He streams every one of those games. God bless him. I mean, that's what happens when you're young.
Does he sleep? Does he sleep?
I don't know if he sleeps. I don't know when he sleeps because he's doing those and then he's doing a live hangout. Then he's in Uncle Lou's stream. And then I don't think. I think he and Afghanistan are the only people that sleep less than I do.
Yeah. Well, that explains why Afghanistan's really in the horror movie. So he's a vampire.
Yes, Afghanistan's my long lost brother. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We have way too much in common.
Yeah.
Way too much comment. Benjamin Wayne, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my man says Rover Sports. Gucci is his favorite word when it comes to drafting DJ. I was one of my favorites. I'm Gucci with it.
Oh, that was great. That reaction during the draft.
It was almost as good as ours.
It's all Gucci. It's all Gucci, guys.
Yeah, we were Gucci with it too. Not. Michael Sachs, Brilly says Baddog be sleeping on the couch or telling his wife's age. No, my mom, not my wife. My wife ain't 65. Hell, I like younger women. My wife is 9 years younger than me. So I did tell her age there, but she's a lot younger than me. My wife's a lot younger than me.
Good job with that one, Baddog.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know. I tell her all the time now, I'm like, she's getting old. I got to trade her in for like a couple 18-year-olds or something, a couple 20-year-olds. I tell her that all the time. Like, you're getting old. I gotta find somebody 10 years younger than you. I got to get somebody like 25 now.
I'm sure she loves hearing. I'm sure she loves hearing.
Oh, she does. She's like, please let somebody. She's like, please, somebody take you the hell away from me.
Sounds like a happy marriage.
20 years of you is enough. Man. Super chat, Brilly says Pizzle, Booger Expert 101. Oh yeah, he Pizzle did give it to Sports Expert 101 last night. Pretty good because Sports Expert, he said Slayton was overrated, and
let me tell you.
I thought that.
Let me tell you something with Pizzle and Darius Slayton. Does he's got a thing for this guy? I made a post you saw the post I made on Twitter about the top 10 New York athletes, and I didn't put Slayton on there, and he criticized me for not having Darius Slayton. He must have money on Darius Slayton. Like, well, what's his fixation with Darius? And I like Darius Slayton. But
I didn't even know that he said that, but he really does like Slayton. Now, I'll disagree with Sports Expert. I'm not going to say he's overrated. I mean,
I don't think Slayton's overrated.
Last year, but he does. Listen, I'll tell you this: from just going from way back when, Pizzle's always liked the wide receivers, like that. I'm in the quarterback. I mean, he loved Eli. He loves Eli. Like Eli's his guy. But I'm pretty sure, I remember he liked Sonoris Moss a lot, and I'm pretty sure he's a big Hakeem Nicks fan. I could be wrong about that. Obviously, loved Victor Cruz. He's always really liked it. Like, I have my favorite positions. You know what I mean? Like, I like safeties and corners. So there's times that I will definitely probably, fight for them more than other people will. Although Landon Collins, I fought for that. He sucked more than anybody else. But yeah, I mean, some people, he just has his guy. You know what I mean? That's his guy. Everybody's got their guy. Like, there's guys that don't like Saquon Barkley, and you and I will be like, you're out of your freaking mind that guy's not the best running back in the league. So
I don't get that. I don't. There's still Giants fans. I get it all the time. When are we going to trade Saquon Barkley? Why would you ever not want to keep Saquon Barkley? I don't get it.
I don't know. Danny Thomas, Brilly says, I live in Raider Nation in Ninerland. I always get crap thrown at me here. Oh, you live in Raider Nation and you're a Giants fan? I wouldn't even think they would care.
The 49ers and Giants have a bit of a history.
Well, the Raiders are in Vegas now, so you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They know. Fixio Line, thank you for the super chat. Brilly says, you announced your mother's age. You are in big trouble, bed. Like, my mom don't watch these things. My mom wouldn't care anyway. My mom was going to be like, yeah, okay, care. I mean, she is what she is.
Age is just a number. Age is a number.
Age is just a number. It's just not. You know what she is? She's retired. She don't care. She's like, yep, mom was living every day. She'd call me, hey, how's work? No, she don't do that, but it's someday. I know when my mom first retired, she was like, I don't know what to do with myself. She's like, it's weird. And I'm like, I can't wait to feel how weird it is to not have to get up and go to work every day. I'm waiting for that. But everyone's like, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Because I will, before you know it, I will be 65 years old, which is crazy. I mean, I will be 50 in a few years. That's insane to me.
Don't even think about it.
I don't. Until we have a chat like this, and then I'm thinking about L.A. Lou, Brilly. He says, okay, what did I miss? Anything good? Talking about roast sauce a little bit, talking about the Redskins a little bit, talking about, today's my mom's birthday. We were talking about how, I'm going to be 44.
We mentioned Lou.
We mentioned that you had a birthday, I think, yesterday or the 15th. It was one of those days, and you said the geezer turned 58. So because Cruzan was telling me he was older than me, and he feels really old now. And I said, L.A. Lou is older than me too, and L.A. Lou calls himself a geezer, although he's definitely not. Because L.A. Lou runs, coaches baseball, and he's very active. So age is nothing but a number.
Exactly.
But that's pretty much what you missed. And there's Dire Giants. You can always count on Dire Giants fan, man. Thanks for putting that in there. He's got Up Tainah's channel in there, which again, guys, that's also in the link in the description. You also put your movie channel in there, which I've got to start doing. So
I think that is my movie channel. He put movie channel there. So
well, he's got both of them up there though.
Yeah. Thank you. Dire's awesome. Thank you, my man.
He is. He does that all the time. It doesn't matter who's on it. Anybody on the channel, he puts it in there. Even if like OGR comes in, he puts it in. That's why our mods are the best, because our mods do things like that, and that means a lot. So thank you as always, Benjamin. Thank you, sir. Brilly. He says Pizzle. I can't.
Pizzle.
This is
I'll read this one. Pizzle has posters of Slayton all over his ceiling, so when he wakes up every morning, there's his man crush to wake him up. Fair enough.
I guess.
Did you ever have posters? Did you ever, because a lot of people have like posters of like, bands and stuff when they were growing up. Were you into that in high school? Did you have the bands all over your walls and everything?
I did not have bands. I did have players.
Yeah, players. Yeah, I was never a poster guy.
I had like 3 or 4 Dominique Wilkins posters and Mattingly. It was Mattingly. Mattingly and Dominique Wilkins pretty much covered my wall. I mean, even when I was a teenager, I remember I had a big poster of the 96. Actually, I was 20. I had a big poster of the 96 Yankees, their World Series team, in my room. But yeah, I remember the Hitman Mattingly poster was awesome. And then I had a Dominique Wilkins poster called Domination Alley. Oh, you know what else I had when I was – this had to be 11 or 12. This had to be 87 or 88. The Bomb Squad for the Knicks. That poster was awesome. It was like Mark Jackson, Rory Sparrow, Trent Tucker, Gerald Wilkins. I forgot who else is on that. But, yeah, that was
Strickland on that team, or not? He was later?
Strickland might have been on that team. Might have been Rod Strickland, too. Yeah, that was a good poster.
Yeah,
out the poster. Yeah, I mean, I did. I was a big, poster guy. Of course, that was the 80s, so I think that's why. I don't think I had bands. But I'll tell you what I did have that'll make Benjamin happy. I had a couple Playboys when I was like 16. I used to hide them in my closet. Yeah, so
there you go.
Typical 16-year-old guy. There you go. Sports and Playboy. There you go, Benjamin. That's for you, buddy. Danny Thomas, Brilly says, I lived in New Jersey all my life until I moved out to the Bay in 2016. All right. Well, the weather has got to be better. Actually, San Francisco's cold as hell, ain't it?
Weather's got to be better. LA, the traffic's horrible. San Francisco, I went to San Francisco once, and I went there in like July. So in my head, I'm thinking California, July. I packed shorts and t-shirts. That's it. Yep. And it was freezing. We went on this tour where we went on top of this mountain. It was like 40 degrees up there. San Francisco is a crazy place in terms of weather.
Ernest Hemingway said the coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco is definitely not. You would think hot because California, but it's not hot.
You know what movie I want you guys to do? And I love this. One of my all-time favorite movies, Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh, that movie's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that movie's great.
That's a great one. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my good name. He says, what is it with Pizzle raising his hand, asking a question? He's polite. And he says the dude is from the South, so it doesn't shock me. All right, let's leave Pizzle alone. Pizzle's the man. Listen, I can't tell you how happy I was that he and I got, are getting along. We squashed everything. We talk outside of YouTube, and I'm just happy because he and I have been on here longer than any Giants fans been on here, by a lot. I mean, I'm now, granted, I took some time off, but I mean, I was here in 2008. He was here in 2007. There's nobody from those days around. So I like working with him. He knows his stuff. Sometimes he's a little over the top. Who isn't? He's over the top in a different. This is the difference. I'm over the top when it comes to bashing the guys on this team. He's over the top when it comes to defending them.
Yeah.
I think that's why we butted heads a little bit. But
yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. He's definitely a huge cheerleader. I'll go there, but he's definitely a passionate Giants fan. Never doubted that.
Loves the Giants. I mean, he even said yesterday, he said, you could add up all the other teams I root for. They don't come close to the amount of love I have for the Giants. And it's, I mean, you can tell. He does.
He's a Cubs fan too. I know. He's a big
Cubs and Pacers.
Yeah, Pacers. Yeah. Oh God, the Pacers.
Cobb needs to move to New York. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, not many people are looking to move to New York.
That's true. That's true. Who the hell? Who moves to New York on purpose?
I love New York.
Out of here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mark Edelman, what's going on, man? Albert Sancho, New York for Life 12. He brought the hummus.
What's going on, man? What's going on, Mark Edelman? Of course, New York for Life always brings the hummus.
He said, "What happened to my membership? Let me check that." I appreciate that, Mark. I don't know. I think sometimes it doesn't renew. Like, I don't know. Mine renews on its own. Like for Chris, mine renews, and sometimes they don't. I notice a lot of people. It goes away in I don't know. YouTube's weird. YouTube is strange. Asia Roberson, what's going on? MLH, he says, "What up, bad dog, you loon?"
What's going on, Asia? Thanks for popping in.
Nikki Benjamin Bierce, what's going on? Irish New York Sports. Meat Taran. Shout out to Meat for the patches, man. Those are awesome.
Yeah, he gave me patches too. He gave me patches. He's
gotta find his business card down here. I know I have it someplace, and I like to plug his website. And I got a bunch of receipts, and I don't know where it is, but I have a 3-year-old, so who the hell knows, man? What's my fixation with Landon Collins, Tim? I don't have a fixation with him. He sucks. He was overrated. I said that for years. And I'm so glad that the Redskins gave him all that money. But when he comes out and says crap about my team and he was terrible, I'm going to lay into his ass. He and Odell Beckham get no pass when it comes to messing with the Giants. And I said this before, and I don't know if you were in here. I know a lot of guys weren't here when this happened. I went to Odell Beckham's channel, and he had a video saying Odell Beckham catching dubs on whatever game he was playing. And I went on his channel, and I told him, you're going to catch an L when you come to MetLife Stadium, and that's the only thing you're going to catch. I'll let him know.
Yeah. That's awesome.
LA Lou, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, have you guys seen Night Falls on Manhattan? If not, check it out. Excellent movie, directed by Sidney Lumet. Ron Liebman is excellent. I've never even heard of that one.
Never heard of that one at all. That's one I got to catch. I've been watching a lot of movies during the pandemic, but that's one I've never heard of.
It's funny, Chris. Like I have, Disney Plus, and I got Netflix. I got all the streaming stuff. I got Amazon Prime. I got IMDb does it for free. Tubi TV, they have it for I can watch any horror movie that I want for free. And of course, you've seen my collection. I got like 400 horror movies over here. My biggest problem is I like them all, and I'm like, I never know what the hell one to pick, and then I never end up picking any of them. You
got to watch Netflix, man. There's tons of stuff on Netflix.
No, I know, but like nothing jumps out at me. Like when you guys talk about movies. I'm like when you guys are talking about this stuff today, I'm like, I would love to get in here and talk about this. Like older movies, I love it. Just like the last 15 years, like I can't get into it. Like
you're a horror fan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love like horror movies, obviously number one. Military movies, big for me too.
Did you saw 1917?
I have not seen that.
You'd like that one if you like military movies. That was good. That's a newer one.
Like Full Metal Jacket. I love Full Metal Jacket. Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah, those are classics.
And then courtroom dramas, like Anatomy of a Murder was great. A Few Good Men was great. My Cousin Vinny.
Oh God, those are two of my all-time favorites. Few Good Men and My Cousin Vinny. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. So I mean, it's there's a lot of good movies. That's what I say. A lot of you guys talking about a lot of older movies. Like I know a ton of older movies. Like even comedy. I loved comedies in the 80s. They're just, to me nowadays, the comedy is stale. It's all the same. It's poor taste, and it's stupid. Like it's dumb. It's dumb.
I agree with you. You watch one comedy nowadays, they're all the same. Hangover. If you watch Hangover 1, 2, 3, they're all the same movie.
The first Hangover. So I went to. We're gonna talk about movies here. I went to my wife told me we're going to see The Hangover, and I bitched and moaned. I'm gonna hate this. I'm not gonna laugh. I don't like comedies. This movie's gonna suck. I laughed so hard at that movie. Like I had tears in my eyes. I mean, there was legitimate parts that I had tears in my eyes from laughing. I'm like, I don't remember the last time I laughed at a comedy that hard because it was different.
Right.
It was different. And I loved it. And I loved the little parodies that they had in there. How when he played like the Rain Man parody. when they're going down the escalator, the 21 parody.
And they had what was the other parody they had? Didn't they have a parody to what's that one with no, I'm thinking of another movie actually. I was thinking of no, never mind. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. But yeah, I remember the scene you're talking about with the blackjack scene with Rain Man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Benjamin, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. He says over under 2.5 years. Benjamin has a child. Sports expert takes the under. I agree with him because in about 20 years or so, little Benjamin will be a strip club fanatic like his proud father. Yeah, it makes every father proud when his son visits a gentleman's club. There's no doubt about it. Well, it depends on what kind of precautions you take, Benjamin. If you're not taking precautions, I'm taking the under. If you protect yourself, I'll take the over. I mean, it just depends. If you're trying to have a kid, you can have a kid. If you're not, well, if you actually, usually when you're not trying is when it happens. But hey, live and learn, baby. Live and learn. I got a 27-year-old, so there you go. LA Garola, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Fisk sent him with this one, Chris.
Okay.
Really? He says, Baddog, you my guy, but Wentz is not top 5, maybe not even top 10. Mahomes, Wilson, Lamar, Watson, Rodgers, Breeze, Brady, healthy Cam. Wentz at best is 9. From a stats standpoint, Cousins and Ryan are better. I just have to disagree.
I love LA Garola too. He's a great supporter of everybody in the Giants YouTube community. To me, a healthy Wentz, and that's a big if, is definitely a top 10 quarterback. I don't know if he's top 5, but he's a fringe top 5. I think he's in that 5 to 7 area for me. Wentz is great when he's healthy. You look at what he did last year. The guy had no weapons, and he still put up good numbers. I hate complimenting Eagles, but Wentz is a very good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way I look at this. Mahomes, I definitely agree with Mahomes, Wilson being better than him. I would agree Breeze is better than him. I would agree Rodgers is better than him by a little bit. I love Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson and Carson Wentz are in the same thing. Carson Wentz does not have a lot around him.
I'm gonna tell you what right now. Maybe people call me crazy. I would take Wentz over Breeze right now. I would take Wentz over Breeze.
I don't even call you crazy.
Breeze is a great quarterback. I'm not trying to knock him. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the top 10 or 15 quarterbacks who's ever played. Some probably have him even higher. Breeze is 40-something years old. Bridgewater stepped in last year, went 5-0. When Breeze has the perfect situation there, he's got the best offensive line in the sport. Carson Wentz, what he did last year with his supporting cast, I hate to say it, I would put Wentz above Breeze, but I'd put a couple of quarterbacks that maybe people wouldn't agree with above Breeze.
Yeah, I could never put Cam above Wentz.
No.
Never. I mean, Cam was, in my opinion, I think Cam was overrated. Cam had a great season in 2015. Other than that, he never threw for more than 24 touchdowns in any year. He threw for 4,000 yards one time. He was a great athlete, but not a great quarterback in my estimation. Rodgers has fallen off. I'm not going to say Tom Brady is better than Carson Wentz right now. And I love Brady. Brady's my guy. Brady's the GOAT. Brady's a GOAT. But he fell off. He showed mortality last year. So, I mean, I listen, your top 7, LA, I can get the argument there. I'm not putting Cam ahead of him, though. No way am I putting Cam ahead of him. No way.
No.
You can make the argument for the other 7 you have there. I would put him ahead of Brady. I would put him ahead of Lamar. Lamar had one season. Like
I think even 8, I think is fair for Wentz, but he's definitely top 10.
Yeah. Well, he's got to mind the best. I don't know. It's not all about stats. I watch Wentz play, and Wentz has all the tools to succeed. He's got a big, strong arm. He's mobile. He's accurate, and he's tall. Like he's got everything you want in a quarterback. And a lot of, when I mentioned this the other night, people were saying like, I think Heartstorm Media said last night, that's Daniel Jones. Wentz has a stronger arm, but he's accurate, he's mobile, and he's tall.
Here's what I'll say about Wentz. If he stays healthy, he reminds me of Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying he's as good as him, but he's, in terms of talent, but he's pretty comparable with some of the things that I see him do on a football field. But the guy's had 2 major injuries, so that's a big question mark with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, obviously the injury, but I'm just saying all things being equal.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look at it. But I mean, I get it. I've liked Wentz. I didn't like him when he was drafted. I mean, I thought the Eagles reached, but when I watched him play, I said, the kid's got a lot of tools. I mean, He's got, I mean, listen, man, that guy had 33 touchdowns and 7 picks in 11 and a half games.
Yeah.
Was going to win the MVP that year. He was. Without him, the Eagles don't have home field advantage, and who knows if they win the Super Bowl that year. He threw for 4,000 yards last year without a receiver hitting 500 yards.
No, he's a very talented
player. And they got no running game. I mean, he does a lot with not too much. He's throwing to Nelson Aguilar, Alshon Jeffrey, Greg Ward. Like, he had nothing.
Yeah.
I hate having to give the guy credit.
You got to get. I hate giving Eagles credit too, but I expect them to do the same for us if Daniel Jones plays well. But I'll give Wentz credit; he's a good quarterback.
Yeah. Mark Edelman, Brilly says, "Tell YouTube to go fly a kite. I'm here to stay." I appreciate that, my man. We know you ain't going anywhere. Mark Edelman's great.
Mark's awesome. Mark's awesome.
And Benjamin, Brilly, my man. He says, "No condoms, birth control in this house. Pulling out is my only method." Well, you're gonna have a kid in less than 2.5 years.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake.
That don't work.
Yeah. No bueno.
But again, you're 21. Live it up, baby. Live it up, man.
Well, you keep doing that, your super chat money will be going to child support.
Well, no. I mean, he's not. He's with a girl.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm wondering if he'd get married for like. I'm thinking Benjamin's going to get married in under 2.5 years.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man. I was head over heels in love with my wife. That's why we've been together for over 20 years. It's what happens. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, when you marry someone, that's forever. So you better love them.
Yeah, exactly. You better love them. That's right.
Stormtrooper, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the chat. Lake Known is in the house. Svee is in the house. J-Wad, Will Olmstead. Thank you guys for being here. There's Punkum. There he is.
What's going on, Hand Glider, man? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
Hand Glider man in the house. Yeah, he says y'all wildin'.
Hang Glider. I don't see him. He pops in here and there. He's one of my first 50 subs. I remember when he commented on one of my videos. I had 50 subs, and he's like, "You're gonna blow up." He's very encouraging. So whenever I see him, I try to say hello.
That's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Hang Glider.
Yeah, he's one of my. Yeah, he's one of my first 50 subs.
That's how I used to do it, Mr. Hang Glider, man. We were all young ones. Bavith. Speaking of early subs, is Bavith.
What's going on, Bavith? Now, how does Bavith get off calling us young men? He's 20.
I don't know. He's being very forthright. Well, that's the opposite of being forthright. He's being facetious. I don't know. What's going on, Justin Leone? How you doing, my man? Good to see you guys. But yeah, man, it's all I can say is this about the Giants. In a couple of weeks, these shows will actually have legitimate Giant content for the entire.
Yeah, right now, nothing to talk about. I mean, we're waiting until we have training camp. Obviously, baseball will have stuff to talk about with spring training, and then you'll be doing the basketball games, and I'll be doing some of the playoff games, and we'll be here. It'll be here before you know it. We're gonna have training camp, and we're gonna have plenty to talk about in a couple of weeks.
The Lakers streams, I'm fiending for those because I like the fast paced. I mean, I'm fiending for the Yankees. I mean, I'm dying for I'm fiending for the Yankees as much as I'm fiending for my damn gyms to open up here. Hey, Cuomo, if you're out there, and I know Cuomo watches this, will you open up the gyms?
Oh, Cuomo's watching right now.
What are you doing? Open gyms. I'm looking right at the camera, and I know you're watching because that's what they do. That's why you always cover up your camera when you're not using it because they watch. I'm gonna sound like Philly 500 now. Open the gyms, Cuomo. Open them. We can wear a mask and sanitize and do everything that the restaurants and everything else are doing. Open the gyms. I'm dying without my gym. Please.
There you go. Okay. Maybe they'll open it just for you. One person at a time.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, me and the governor are like this. No doubt about it. But yeah, I can't. I mean, Yankee stuff, Lakers stuff. I just can't wait. We're all the sports are gonna come together at once, and then the content's going to explode. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, Chris. I mean, you're amazing that you can do videos, the way you do it. Because I'm just I can't think of anything to even do. It's killing me. But I'm I can't just there's times that I will start doing a video. I'm like, this sucks. I can't put this out.
I've tried to be selective, but here and there, I've tried to find something to talk about because there's not a lot to talk about right now.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Brokey's in the house. What's going on, Brokey Mexican Giants here? I saw my man Kenny Tompkins from the 518. Always like to shout out my guys in my area code. Go to an outside gym. There's no outside gyms around here, Mr. Hangglider. That's the thing. We don't have any outside gyms here because New York's got terrible weather. So not now they don't, but Austin Ocker, what's going on? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Benjamin, thanks for the super chat. Brilly, he says, I remember Steve Harvey said in one of his shows, a man will only change for one woman. In my case, I fell in love with my girlfriend. So for me, within 5 years, I could see myself being married and having kids. I mean, that's what happened. I was with my wife. We were together 4 years. We were together 3 years, 3.5 years, and I proposed. Now, she was still in college, so it was a long engagement. We decided after she got her master's, we would get married. So, after she got out, we got married. So we were engaged for like 3.5 years. So we were together 7 years and we got married. But 3.5 years. I figured that was long enough. She was living with me. I'm like, what the hell am I waiting for? What the hell am I waiting for? Let's stop the questions. Let's take our chances. I'm like, at that point, I'm like, I don't think I'd ever been with a girl for that long anyway. Usually on my own because of the way I was, but that's neither here nor there. But you know, Benjamin. I told you, young guys, I'm going to write a book on this stuff. Giants fan Brilly says Laker streams will be great, but I can't wait for Yankee Dog first. Me neither. Manuel Mojica, Brilly, he became a new member. Manuel, thank you so much, my man. Welcome to the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. KP, Brilly, Yankee Dog potentially on Sunday games at 7:10 p.m. Gonna do everything I can to get that in. KP. I know Chris is doing the game tomorrow. Like I said, this is the third night in a row I've streamed. I can't be like, hey, hon, I'm going to go stream the Yankees. Not happening.
Yeah. Well, all you Yankee fans, you could come over to my stream tomorrow and rag on me. I'm a Met fan, so I'll be calling the game, though. So if you want to come by, you can.
There you go. And then come hang out with me on Sunday. But during the regular season, Chris and I are doing those games together.
Yeah, for sure.
We're definitely doing those together. We wanted to do them last year. Chris' work schedule didn't allow it, but we will definitely be doing that this year. The Mets home games will be on his channel. Yankee home games will be on my channel, and that'll be a lot of fun. And then if they play in the World Series, that'd be even better. Now your brother's a Yankee fan, right?
My brother is, well, he's not a huge sports fan. He's a movie fanatic. Like he's literally seen every movie ever made. But he's a Yankee fan. He's like he's a fair weather fan, whatever. His fiance is a gigantic Yankee fan, so he's kind of forced to watch all the games. So yeah, he definitely follows the team.
Kyle Petrano, thanks for the super chat. Brilly got a couple good ones here. He says, when are we using these super chats to bio the Washington team and give them proper Washington Baddog entertainers? The proper name for Baddog entertainers. Stand up and hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Why the hell not?
What's going on, Kyle? Hope all is well, my man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
I appreciate that, Kyle. But you see, the thing is, I got to be honest, and I'm not a guy that's egotistical or think I'm something special, because I'm certainly not. I am nothing special. I am just a regular, average guy who works 9 to 5 with a wife and kids, and that's it. I mean, that's all I am. And, Chris certainly doesn't think he's anything. I shouldn't say he doesn't think he's anything special, because he's the man, but he's not arrogant or anything. We're not pompous, but let's face it. I think that name is too good for that team in Washington. Let's face it. They're an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment. Look at what's going on there. So,
I don't think I'd want my name associated with the Washington football team.
So I appreciate that, but we're too good for Washington.
We're normal guys, but we're still too good for Washington.
Right. We might not be too good for the White House. Maybe we ought to think about running for that.
We'd probably win. If we run third party, we'd probably win.
We probably would. We'd have a fighting. We'd have a puncher's chance.
Yeah, we would. We definitely would.
New York for life. Brilliant, my man. He says, what's worse, being a cheerleader for the Redskins or being a Mets fan? Chris, you can answer that.
Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, we don't get, literally assaulted. It's more, we get mentally assaulted. So it's not as bad, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I've had to go to a sports therapist for my whole life because of the New York Mets. So it's pretty close. I've been close to jumping off the ledge several times, watching, Henry Mejia trying to close out games, and Armando Benitez and Braden Looper. It's definitely not an easy life, to say the least.
Jeremy Burnitz.
Oh God, Jeremy Burnitz.
Bay.
You know when when you're at a Met game, a Yankee game, I don't know if the Yankees do this, but when somebody on the Mets used to hit a home run, they'd have like a phrase. I know the announcer has a phrase, but they'd have a phrase on like the scoreboard. I forgot what it was for everybody, but for Burnitz, it was the stupidest. I never got it. It was the stupidest phrase ever. Whenever he would hit a home run on the scoreboard, it would show a picture of a hot dog and then spraying like mustard on it. And it would say, put a little Burnitz on it. I never got that.
I don't get that either.
I never got that.
The only one I remember for the Yankees is Burn Baby Burn. I mean, John Sterling's got all the corny ass.
Oh, Sterling's got all the great home run lines.
Yeah,
an Upper Decky by Hideki, a Thriller by Godzilla, the Great Bambino, Robbie Cano, Don't You Know? Yeah.
Squishalicious, the Milkman Delivers, Giambino,
an A-Bomb by A-Rod, El Capitan, El Camaduse was Bobby Abreu.
Yeah, it's Glaber Day.
Yeah,
like a good Glaber like a good Glaber Torres is there. He got a lot of them.
Gardy goes Yardy. Yeah, there you go, Mike. Gardy goes Yardy.
L.A. Lewis is my old enough that saw Thurman play. No, Thurman passed away when I was 3. He passed away in 79, so I didn't see it. And Stan Albert, I love Stan. He says he was jealous of all the guys being able to work out. Now he just said, open the Albany gyms. So Stan, you're in the 518 too. All right, 518 representing. 518 representing. I love it. Dire Giants fan. Brilly says, of course I'll be there, Tainah. You already know.
All right, man.
Dire Giants fan. Brilly, my good man, says, I can't wait to see that Kobe jersey on the Laker dog. I'm going to my P.O. box tomorrow. And I'm going to say this right now. So, I got my whole birthday thing next week. Now, I'm an emotional guy. I am emotional. I'm extremely emotional. It goes all ways. Anger, I go over the top. Happiness, I go over the top. And sadness, same thing. Sometimes I get over the top. But I'll be honest, when I'm drinking, it's a little more. And sometimes after these streams, and Chris and I talk about this, sometimes I will sit down, like I'll just go upstairs, and I am overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that you guys do for us. Like it's overwhelming. So, I mean, I try not to tear up on camera. There are some nights that I just thinking of all the things you guys do, just from the smallest things of just being in all the streams and watching the videos to guys like Dire Giants fan, buying me a chair because I'm on a hard, you don't have to do that. Buying me a Kobe jersey, or LA Lou buying me a Laker dog hat and Meat making the patches and just all that stuff, Mustard Bus sending me beer and this bottle opener. And it just, you guys you're unbelievable. I don't know what to say. So sometimes, like I said, I get a little choked up. So just warning you that may happen. It may happen when I'm drinking. Cause like I said, you guys are, you're unbelievable, man. I mean, I love you guys and girls to death. I do. It's just the support when there's nothing, there's like nothing to talk about, and you're here every time. It's overwhelming, man. I love you guys. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, no, same thing. I don't know if I'll tear up, but I am beyond appreciative of everybody that watches all my videos, comes to all our streams. Yeah, I mean, you guys are incredible. I can't say it enough. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
It's just the other thing that's amazing is just the amount of support from different fan bases. I mean, that's incredible. The amount of respect that a fly just went by me. Now I'm mad. Yeah, it's a fly in here. Remember last time, but the fact that you can get so much respect from Eagles and Cowboys and Redskins fans, There's a lot of Cardinals fans in these streams. There's Jets fans in these streams, Patriots fans, Panthers fans, Rams fans. It's just, it's unreal. And I love you guys. I never thought my channel would get to this point. It's all because of you guys. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. And Benjamin, I'll let you get to it first.
Benjamin, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. He says, for Greg's bachelor party, who is your brother getting married?
Yeah, he's engaged. Yeah.
Oh, when is the date?
Well, he's going to get married. He was supposed to, the whole ceremony was supposed to be in November, but then the whole, everything going on right now, they're still going to I think they're still getting married in November, but the ceremony's pushed back. Like the actual party and everything.
I got you. All right. Well, you can answer this, I guess. For Greg, you could have actually read this. Brilly, this is for Greg's bachelor party. Who's planning it? Don't tell me it's you, Chris. Let me do it. I got the best ideas ever. Are you the best man?
I am. Yeah. Well, me and another guy. He's got like 2 best men, but yeah, I'm one of the
I did that too. I had 2 best men myself.
Yeah. I'm playing. It's kind of a group thing, but yeah, I'm definitely involved in the bachelor party. Yes. It's gonna be in Florida. It's gonna be in Florida. When technically you could go to Disney right now, but right now you can't. So part of it's good. He's like you see, he's a movie guy. He's a Star Wars fanatic, and they just opened up the new Star Wars ride over there. So he wants to go there as part of the bachelor party. So we're going to Florida.
Awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, congratulations. Your brother's older than you, younger?
2 years younger.
2 years younger.
Yeah,
that's right. You're the oldest, right?
I'm the oldest. Yeah,
that's right. He's the oldest. And don't forget about Sister Tainah, man. If you guys were around when Chris started, he was in his old apartment. He had Sister Tainah in there with him. And I remember he used to have to stop streaming at like 11.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember?
Yeah. It wasn't just her; it was the people in the apartment. They'd be getting pissed off with the thing.
I know she didn't like it though either.
No, she did not like it.
I remember that. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, women, even your sister, they all got something to say, Chris. I don't know. But now that I think about it, I have a buddy of mine that is getting married in October, and as far as I know, and he's getting married in Cooperstown. I mean, how awesome is that? So,
baseball fan, I assume.
Oh yeah, huge baseball fan. I mean, that group of guys that I texted, we're all huge baseball fans. He's a Chicago guy though. He's a Bulls guy, he's a Bears guy, and he's a White Sox guy. We lives in New York, but yeah, we're all enormous baseball fans. So that'll be a lot of fun. If I don't really know what's going on though, I gotta send in my RSVP. Don't know. I think about it because we do plan on going to that. So I may get a bachelor party, Benjamin. No, I don't.
Stan says, Chris, you're 35. I'm not 35 yet. I'm 34. Don't push that on me. And what am I waiting for? This year, my goal, not to get married, but I want to start pushing towards that. So that's my goal. So I want to be miserable like everybody else. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Bro, okay, I appreciate that. He says, Baddog, you're the best Giants fan. I know, keep doing your thing. I really appreciate that, my man. Again, coming from an Eagles fan, that means the world to me. So I really do appreciate that. Chris, I believe, and again, Benjamin, you've been unbelievable tonight. Thank you, Benjamin. You're unbelievable all the time. Brilly says, that's my one valid excuse to go to strip club. I can tell my girlfriend. Benjamin is all about these strip clubs. Benjamin, you ever been to one?
Yeah, he's into it. That's for sure.
He is.
He's definitely into it.
He is into it, without a doubt. But I don't know if you know this, Chris. Benjamin said he made a Tinder account for you.
Did he? How's that going?
I don't know. I haven't seen the account. He just sent me a picture on Instagram. He goes, "This is Chris. This is Chris." Because I joked around with Chris, said I'm going to set up a Tinder account. We're going to call it Enter Tinder, and Enter Tinder. I totally went New York there when I said Enter Tinder. But yeah, Enter Tinder. Enter Tinder talking dating.
There we go.
Actually, that's a channel I should have. My wife will kill me though. I can't have that channel. Bad dog talking women.
Yeah, your wife probably wouldn't appreciate that.
Ain't going. That would go over like a lead balloon. What's going on, Jesse Rivera, sports influencer? What's going on, guys? Jared Williams is back. Sean Torres, cool drummer. Yuri Andelez. Thank you guys. Again, this is just kind of turned into just a hangout at this point because really, what is there to talk about?
It's not a ton. There's not a ton. Like we said, in 2 weeks there'll be
a lot.
That'll be a lot. That's when it'll start. You have the training camp and everything else. But right now we're kind of in limbo. Baseball. That's the first thing we're getting back.
That's right. We get that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll be watching. I'll probably be watching your stream. I will be watching your stream. I mean, obviously, if I'm home.
Yeah, hopefully they play the starters. I hope it's like the guys I know.
Oh, Chris,
it's only like 4 games. So
they have two preseason games, right?
Oh, I thought it was 4. Is it or 3?
Oh, maybe it is 4, but I can tell you this: there's no way these guys can't get at bats in 4 games. They're going to have to.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with the pitchers, though. That's going to be interesting because usually these guys throw 20 pitches and then like 35, and then like 50, and then they build them up to where they're like 75 and 90 over the course of 6 weeks.
Right.
These guys got 4 days. There's one pitch.
There's going to be a lot of injuries. There's going to be a lot of injuries.
So how are they going? That's a really good. How are they going to start the season? Like Garrett Cole can't come out Thursday night and throw 105 pitches.
The other thing I thought about, and I didn't even think about what you just said, because it's a shorter season. Once thing maybe within a couple of starts, do you start to pitch them on 3 days rest and try to get many starts out of them as you can? Because instead of getting 12 starts out of DeGrom, maybe you get 14, which would obviously be valuable.
I think you will see a lot of 3-day rest guys, especially at the end when they're. I mean, the thing is, these games mean 3 times more than they normally do because this is like a third of the season. So I mean, it's a little more than a third of a season, but these games mean a lot. You can't get off to an 11-16 start because the season's halfway over.
Right.
You got to get off to a good start. Yankees can't screw around and get off to like an 8-12 start. That can't happen. They got to get up to 15-5. I mean, that's just what it has to be.
They got to come out ready to go. And I think you're going to see a couple of teams make the playoffs this year that you would never expect because of the shortened season. I think there'll be a couple of flukes.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. High Rise says Baddog with the #1 dating advice channel on YouTube. How does that sound? Tell you, I could write a book. I really could. I mean, I remember. I don't know if Sabrina's in here right now. I just remember Sabrina saying I was 100% right on everything I said about women. Like anytime I mentioned something about what women like or what you should do for a woman, with a woman, whatever, she's like, you're always right about your advice on women. And that comes from a woman. So that tells you all you need to know. I do know what the hell I'm talking about.
There you go.
I've been around a long time. I mean, when you're my age, you've been around. L.A. Lou, Brilly. He says Benjamin has taken all the Marquis de Sade right now. I don't know what that means, L.A. Lou here. But he says, but I bet he ends up being a which sort of isn't a bad thing if you think about it. Yeah, I don't
depends on the woman. Depends on the woman.
I guess. Zuhaib, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, which game you all circling on the schedule? The Giants one? The Browns game?
For me, it's the Browns game. Browns game or the Browns game or the Bucks game. Those are the two for me. Browns and the Bucks.
Well, we were planning doing the Giants get-together game was supposed to be the Browns.
Right.
So, unfortunately, that's not going to happen because I loved that last year. And obviously, we're going to have more people there this year. And Chris Ryan and I were actually going to have a booth where you could come up and get an autograph. No, just kidding. But what I am curious about, Chris, there's people that knew us last year. There, like they recognize.
Yeah. I on the way out, one of the coolest experiences. Woman grabbed me, hugged me. She asked to take a picture. It was awesome.
I was gonna say, how is that? Like, how did that? Isn't that weird? Like, I mean, not weird, but like, doesn't it? Like, it's. I guess it's hard to believe that you can impact people the way you can with videos and just being out there.
Yeah,
you know
it was awesome. That was awesome.
I love when those kids, when those kids are like Baddog. DWG is just looking at me like, that's freaking awesome. Like those kids know you. Yeah. It's just it's crazy. I'm like, yeah, they probably know me from the Daniel Jones video. So their father's like, that's that guy. And, and I know I can hear him all games screaming at Pat Shurmur. Benjamin, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. He says there's no sports right now. Because of that, God gave me a gift. Bring my rated R jokes to Chris and Baddog stream. My brother is getting married next year, and I will plan his bachelor party. Whose house? Ram's house. All right. Well, all right. We're going to see week 4.
Yeah, we'll see. I think we're gonna beat the Rams.
And Asia, the GOATs. I mean, what can you say, Asia? I mean, you're unbelievable. Asia's just like I said, she is omnipresent in every sports stream. It doesn't matter how big or how small.
She's there.
Fantastic. I mean, just an unbelievable supporter of the community. And Chris and I, you're one of our biggest sports. So thank you so much, my lady. Brilly. Chris got to meet Asia, by the way.
I did.
She says, Bad Dog, I was on the Sports Review stream yesterday, and they were talking about going to Vegas because all the elite YouTubers, you and Tainah, Sports Review, Philly 500, OGR, Kid Blue, Hot Take Hockey, Sir Cardinal, Rocha, DWG, The Sports Reaction, Goose Sports, and Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk a video. Asia, I would kill to go to Vegas. That will never happen in this lifetime. My wife is not letting me go to Vegas on my own. She would. And then when I got back, the doors would be locked and the keys would be changed. And there'd be papers waiting for me when I got there.
Yeah.
I can't get that.
Yeah. If I'm not locked up by then, maybe I'll go. But Bad Dog's a married man.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were going to pull a DeAndre Baker.
Oh, no. I mean, I might get
locked up. I understand what you said there.
Yeah. If I go to Vegas, I might get locked up. But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's different when you have a woman. When you have a kid, that's a little different, But yeah, Vegas.
Course. Yeah, kids.
3,500 sisters in Vegas, so obviously that's easy for him. And then that'd be a hell of a get together, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love to meet everybody that you just put in there.
Yeah,
I met Tainah, I met Kid Blue, I met OGR, DWG's my man. I'd love to meet Philly. Like Philly's the guy I really want to meet. I got Philly 500 is a guy.
Oh, Philly's great.
I got to meet Philly and just get drunk with Philly because that would happen. We're both beer snobs. That would happen. Mark Edelman, thanks for the super chat, brother. Brilly, he says the problem is it takes hitters longer to get in the groove. Huge Yankees fan, and it may take a while to get really hot. That's I'm afraid of. It's a great point, Mark, but I think all teams are in the same boat.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no excuses for anybody because everybody's dealing with it. So yeah, but he's right. I mean, and certain hitters have tendencies to start out. I think Teixeira was one, if I remember correctly. I remember Teixeira, I think, was a guy that was notorious for starting out horrible every April.
Cano started off bad too. But the cold weather.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be cold.
That's true too.
A lot of the guys that came from the Dominican Republic, I think they're not used to 39 degrees and 8. They're not used to that. So right. I do think that it takes some of those Latin players a little longer to get going because it's hard. I mean, Chris, you played baseball. It's hard to play in the cold. I mean, it is hard you don't feel the bat as well.
When you
hit it off the end of the bat or get it off the trademark, that hurts.
When you're playing in the cold and because I played full ball, you'd play, your regular season in high school, then you play summer ball and then you play fall ball. And especially in New York, you oh my God.
Holy shit.
You hit the number off the this part of the close part of the bat, your hand's stinging for weeks.
I don't even Benjamin, I don't even know what to say. My God. Cheers, sir. I really appreciate that, man. You're unbelievable. My man Benjamin I don't know what to say, man. He says, for all the rated R crap you get from me, I feel bad. So here's some make up for it. Why would you feel bad? I enjoy the hell out of that, Benjamin. I told you, I was 21 at one point in my life. I get it. And inside, I'm still 21. I just have 44-year-old responsibilities, so I can't act 21 anymore. But trust me, that never leaves you, guys. It doesn't matter how old you get. It doesn't matter that's always there. You're always a man. You're always 21 at heart. Always. Yeah. Things change, but Benjamin, I can relate to everything you say to me. Trust me. That's why you say I'm your long lost dad. Because trust me, I relate to everything. Anytime somebody in the chat is 21, 19, 20, 20, and they talk about their girlfriend or this girl or that girl or, whatever, strip clubs or what, I can relate. I've been there, I get it.
Yeah.
Baddog was a wild guy when he was young.
Yeah. So was he apparently.
Yeah, and I respect it. I respect it. Brokey, I appreciate that. He says, Baddog, you deserve every penny. These guys are, I mean, like I said, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, man. Speechless. Got me speechless. That don't happen very often.
Yeah.
Jay Watt says, Baddog, you're going to make me cry. That's okay. Nobody can see. I can tell you this, and I've said this before. One of my teams wins a championship, you will see me cry. I don't give a damn. I cry every time my team wins a championship.
Oh, I'm with you on that. Especially if it's the Mets or the Knicks, who I've never seen. I'd ball up if that happened.
The Knicks, I don't even know what I would do. I don't even know what I would do. I told you I'd have to pinch myself. I wouldn't know what to do. But the Yankees, the first time they won it, I bawled. I mean, I cried for like 20 minutes because I was like, oh my God, they finally did it. Like the Giants, it happened. The first time I didn't cry when they won because I was 11 and I didn't really appreciate it. I appreciated it, but not like it was. And oh my God, dire Giants fan. You guys, man, like I said, I don't even know what to say. I am just overwhelmed at this point, man. Dire Giants fan is cheers, sir.
Yeah.
And again, just dire Giants fans are like the nicest guy you're ever going to meet. And I got to meet diehard Giants fan. But like I said, I'm looking forward to getting to hang out and drink with diehard Giants fan. Now, I don't hit the 420, but he's definitely part of the 420 crew. And he is the spinning chair president of the president of the spinning chair club. Indeed. He says, not as much as Benjamin, but seriously, guys, mad respect to you guys. Can't wait to meet up with you guys again. I didn't even read that, and I mentioned that. But yeah, trust me, I can't wait either. I love that Giants. I wish we could do that every game.
Yeah, that'd be nice one day to get to go to every Giant game. That'd be nice. Maybe they'll sponsor us.
They should. I think I've mentioned that before that they should. Yeah. I'm actually going to mention this on air. And I saw that Kid Blue and the Hub had Batiku.
Yeah.
So I wanted to. I don't know how I do this now because training camp's going to start. I thought about, and I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how I would go about it, Chris. But I thought about reaching out to maybe someone like Benjamin Victor on Twitter, and I don't know if they would ever respond or anything, but I think you and I got to try to do that somehow, some way.
We should be able to get somebody.
We have to try to get a player. Yeah. I think that would be awesome, and it'd be great for the show. It'd be great for the all the supporters.
We should be able to get somebody.
Yeah, trying to figure out a way to do it. I mean, they're on Instagram. I mean, so maybe. I mean, again, I don't expect them. Yeah, Chris and the Baddog. Hell yeah, I watch your show religiously. No. But you never know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask.
No, of course. For sure.
Nick the Wick, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, Baddog, don't tear up on us. You deserve all that. Just you saying that, man, chokes me up a little bit. Like I said, I'm just your regular guy that comes on here and talks about the Giants, screams about the Giants, tears our coaching staff a new one and shit fondue and turnstile solder and everybody else, and like I said, I'm overwhelmed. So you guys, you're unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody for being here. We appreciate it
very much. Julian Love went on another YouTuber's channel. You guys should ask him. Whose channel did he go on?
He was on Giants Fireside Giants about like 2 months ago.
Yeah, see, what I think happened was we should have thought of this sooner. I didn't even think about it. They weren't doing anything. And I've always said, like, I really wouldn't, like, I always feel like I'm bothering them, and I said the only guy that I could ever really consider, like, I would even think about would be like Tommy Canley because he's from my area and I have met him a couple, not that he'd even remember me, but I mean, I have met him a couple of times. But if I'm seeing I'm seeing players do this. So,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
What you thought about it like a month ago.
Maybe Maybe. I mean, I wish I would have done the same thing. I've reached out to some players though, but I guess I've reached out to bigger players than that. I don't get responses, but probably if we maybe a guy like Benjamin Victor, like you said, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking like just
Reese and John, Benjamin Victor, Derek Dillon,
Devon Leak, right? Austin Mack,
maybe one of the later Cam Brown, one of the later Shane Lemieux
guys, right?
Yeah,
you never know. Obviously, I'll reach out to Daniel Jones. He'll come on. I'll show him my reaction video. But yeah, I wanna come on and work with the.
I'm supposed to be working with. He said he was going to come on my channel. We'll see. I'm supposed to be working with Brett Coleman. He's supposed to be coming on my channel. So there's an announcement. So I don't know when it's going to happen, but he made that Daniel Jones video, and then he came on my channel. He said, "I want to come. I'll definitely come on and talk." So that's something that's in the works. So I should have Brett Coleman on the channel soon.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Benjamin Wynn, Brilly, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, "Do I still get my free beer?" I told you. I'll buy your beer. Can't do it now. I mean, you're 3,000 miles away from me, but yeah. But I may even just throw a little extra in there so you can get yourself a lap dance.
Who's that sports influencer? Brett Coleman's got like 300,000 subscribers, and he gets like 500,000 views a video. He's like probably the most professional guy on YouTube. He does all those breakdown videos, the film reviews.
Yippers. Yeah, I'm not a big, I don't watch a ton of film review stuff. I don't know, because I like to watch that myself. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like to break it down myself, but I don't know. I just, I don't know. I mean, I do the same thing. Like I like highlight videos, but I'm not so much into highlight videos. I think with me, I just kind of like I said, the average guy that talks about the Giants or the Eagles or whatever. I just like a fan.
Yeah,
The professional guys are awesome. I mean, but I just kind of like just hearing your regular guy's opinion on the team. I respect the fan.
Well, I think that's why people watch on YouTube. I think that's what people are here for. They want to see. They're tired of ESPN. They're tired of Fox Sports. They want to see fans talking about the team.
Yeah. Mr. Hangglider, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says, appreciate both you guys. All love. Seeing this makes me want to start a channel. I can read. Seeing this makes me want to make a channel. You guys deserve it all. We really, really appreciate that. And that's, again, that's one of the biggest comments anybody can pay. And Chris and I have gotten that a few times that, guys have said that they start their channel because of us. And that means the world to us.
Like I said, man, I and Mr. Hangglider, thank you for always supporting my channel. Like I said, you're one of the guys I always try to point out. I always try to remember the originals. You're one of them. A couple of others, but you're definitely one of them. Yeah,
I mean, the sports reaction. He said he loved our stuff, and he said he talked to you, and he said, I don't know if I could do it, and you said yes, you could, and he's there. Our boy Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk, who I love. I mean, I love Bobby. Great guy. He said the same thing. He says all the time. If it wasn't for guys like us, he wouldn't have started his channel. And I know I'm missing people. I don't know if OGR was one of those guys either. I know OGR was in the chat before. I don't remember if he said we were, a reason he started or not. But there's a lot of them. So again, it's just like I said, it's humbling, it's overwhelming, it's and then speaking of overwhelming, Benjamin, man, you Brilly, my good man. He says, Asia Diehard and myself have formed a legit company, Baddog's biggest fan club. To be a member, you have to be subbed to his channel for a minimum of 250,000 hours and cannot be a Celtics or Cowboys. Yeah, don't forget the Eagles.
Yeah, what's going on, Texas Liberty, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Yeah, well, let me see the qualifications there. I'm good. I'm not a Celtics or Cowboys fan. I'm good. I'm in the fan club.
It doesn't matter who Chris roots for. It doesn't matter. Chris and I started this thing together. We're going to finish it together. That's how it goes. This is episode number 88. So we're
12 away. 12 away.
12 away. Yeah. Like I said, it'll be kind of right in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
number 100. It's hard to believe. Like I hear, I mean, it's taken a while because we did it once a week, sometimes twice a week. And of course, guys, I mean, we've talked about that before. Last year, we did it twice a week during the season. So we probably will go back to doing that, at least at the beginning of the year. I think at the end of the year, when we were god awful, we went back to one day.
Yeah, we slowed it down because it wasn't, nobody cared.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. When we were like 1-7,
Yeah.
So 2-6 rather.
Chris Damiani says, does the NFL have the right to kick out an owner like Dan Snyder?
Well, technically, no, but it's kind of like a club, right? Whenever somebody tries to get into the NFL as an owner, the other owners have to approve of it. And I think if the owners speak up on it, they probably could force Snyder out. And not legally
vote him out, I think.
Yeah, but the fact that the minority owners are dropping out, guys that have like 5 or 6, 7% of a stake in the team, they've already said that they're going to pull out. I think that's going to put pressure on Snyder to sell the team. I think in the end that's what's going to happen.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too. Jay Watt, have a great night, my man. Thank you for always being in our streams, man. Really, really appreciate it. Ballard says, Baddog, what's the best and worst Giants play I've ever seen? The best and worst play? The best play I've ever seen was the Eli to Tyree. I mean, I don't think there's any. That's the best play in Giants history.
I actually think that. I mean, in terms of skill, I think it's Eli to Manningham. But in terms of, I mean, the Tyree catch is legendary.
That worst play.
How about the punt return by Deshaun Jackson?
The punt was pretty bad. That's up there. I'd have to go through a ton because we've had a lot of really worse plays.
How about the Eli Manning left-handed throw for an interception?
Yeah, but he was trying. That was pretty bad too. Yeah. Phil Simms had a couple of doozies too.
Yeah.
Phil Simms had a couple of bad ones. Dave Brown, I mean, every play. I'll tell you, actually, one sticks out of my mind. Chris Callaway muffing the freaking onside kick against the Vikings in '97. That was a bad one.
Oh, yes.
That's a bad one. We had no business losing that freaking game.
Yes, I remember watching that game. We were dominating that
19-3 were in the third quarter. No business losing that game.
Yeah, we were dominating that game.
All he had to do was hang on to the ball, and he couldn't.
No.
Ridiculous. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says 12 episodes away. Wish I saw it from the ground up. Well, I'll be honest with you, Dire Giants fan. There's not many that come from the ground up because, I was going to say you've been here a long time. But I think I mentioned this before. Our first live stream, I think Chris and I had 8 or 9 people in there.
Yeah.
So there wasn't many that saw it from the ground up. I can honestly tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been here since I can remember during the show. He's pretty much seen it from the beginning.
There's a lot of guys but the first, I'll have to go back and watch that and see who's in there and see if any of them are still around.
I would guess like, no, actually, I was going to say Sonor. He probably wasn't around yet.
Like I can remember like Dick Strong. I never see him anymore.
Yeah. You know what? Now that you say that, I'm probably going to go back and watch that tonight or tomorrow and see who was in the chat.
Like I'm trying to think if Sperm Cell was there.
I could probably pull it up right now. Actually, hold on. I'll tell you who's in there. We'll see if anybody that's in the chat now was in our original show because I got it on a playlist. Yeah,
that's right. That's why I see it too. It's right after our original show. We went live. Philly Fan D, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my good man. Really appreciate it. He says LT. When Buddy put a bounty on him, LT beast. Yeah, LT got pissed and he kicked the shit out of the Eagles in that game. You don't need to give LT any added incentive. He owned the hell out of the Eagles anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure almost half of his sacks came against Jaworski and Randall.
Yeah. Well, LT used to kill the Eagles and the Redskins.
He definitely did.
All right, our first live stream, we had 41 likes. And that's from probably people going back and watching it on top. Afghanistan is the first guy that popped up.
There you go. So he has been there since the beginning.
Afghanistan was the first guy that popped up.
I wonder if Punkham's been with me forever.
Big Blue for life. There's another one. He still comments on my videos. He's in my Discord. There's another one. He's the second guy that pops up.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Benjamin, thank you so much, man. Unbelievable. Brilly, my guy says, now that I think about it, if I go to Greg's bachelor party, he might not get married after all, so it's better that I don't attend. I mean, my brother's wedding may be at stake because of my shenanigans. That's what a bachelor party's all about. Just don't cross the line. Don't go there.
Yeah.
Here's another tip, Benjamin. When you're throwing that, do not throw it the night before the wedding. You throw it like a week or 2 weeks before the wedding. You do not.
I would do it like a month before.
Yeah, whatever. You don't do it like the week of. There's too much planning. You certainly don't do it the night before. You don't go there hungover. Another thing you don't do when you get married, or you shouldn't do anyway. I can't tell people what to do. I wasn't doing it. You don't get drunk at your own wedding. The wedding is for a party for everybody else. That's really what it is. You get married, you stay the course, you're there to greet everybody, thank everybody, make sure they're having a good time. That's what you do. Everybody else's wedding, that's when you have your fun. But at your wedding, always stay cordial. Don't be a sloppy mess. Make sure you go around to greet everybody, say, hey man, thank you for coming, really appreciate it, all this stuff. But you don't want to be thrown up on your tux.
I just want to answer this because I seen Johnny Weaver ask it a bunch. She said, always enjoy your guys' streams. Do you guys think DJ is more upside than Eli based on talent? Here's what I'll say. Johnny Weaver asked that.
I'm sorry. I thought you were still looking at the.
Oh, no. I'm looking at this chat. I mean, all right. I'll tell you a couple other names, by the way. Stealth Raven's in there. He's still a subscriber.
Yes, he is. Yep.
Yeah, Bond, I don't see him as much, but I see him from time to time. Nations is in there. The first one. He's still a subscriber. So, yeah, I mean, these are guys that are still with us. So, but as far as the talent goes, here's what I'll say. He'll never have Eli's arm. I don't think. I don't think people realize how good of an arm Eli had. Eli had a really strong arm when he came in.
Look at the Manningham throw. Flat-footed 40-yard dot.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. Daniel Jones doesn't have that arm. Now, he could be accurate. He's definitely more mobile.
He's more athletic than Eli.
He's more athletic. That's a great question. I mean, Eli Manning was a very, I mean, people make fun of him. He didn't put up the most gaudy stats, but Eli Manning was a supremely talented quarterback. There's a reason he went number 1 overall. I don't know if he has this. I don't know. It's a good question. He could do. He could do more things, but I don't know. Eli Manning was a very talented quarterback.
Yep. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. Cowboys face. Thank you, sir. He says, Baddog and Up Tainah, you all do a great job. Awesome Giants fans. Or like I said, I always appreciate that coming from a rival. Really do appreciate it. Malik says, when Lawrence Taylor was injuring people, James Harrison tackle you hurt. Harrison can't. Yeah. Well, it didn't matter if LT hurt guys or not. LT was way better than James Harris. They changed the game because of Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Change the game. Philly Fan D, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says Tom Coughlin's face when Jackson ran it into the touchdown. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't happy. And you know what? I think Tom Coughlin's face and my face were matching when that happened. I was so mad. I don't know if I've ever been more mad at a regular season game in my life than I was at that one. I wasn't upset. I was pissed. I sat there in disbelief for 10 minutes, and then the rage started to flow.
Yeah, that was a bad one for sure. When
the Cowboys scored, they had 38 seconds, they went right down and scored a touchdown and beat us. Opening week of 2015. Another one.
Yeah. There's so many. The Giants definitely are. They're never an easy team to root for, whether they win or whether they lose. It's always theatrical.
Yeah, it's incredible. Sports expert, man. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. Brilly. There's another guy. It does not matter who is streaming, what time of day they're streaming. If he's do you sleep? Sports expert. He's in Uncle Lou's chat. He's in your chat. He's in Philly 500's chat. He was in Vach's chat. He's in OGR's. He is everywhere. And he streams a couple times a day. And he does the KBO games at 5 a.m. I have no idea how he does it. But I really appreciate the super chat, brother. Brilly, he says, not as great as Benjamin in Asia, but cheers, my man. You deserve it. And 8 days until the stream of the year. It's like I carried away. It's just a birthday. I've had a lot of them. He says, you are the man, Baddog. How can I be the man when you're the man? And he says, I can't forget about Chris. He's the man as well. Chris is the man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, and you're always a great supporter of my channel, so I appreciate it.
He's the man. Dire Giants fan. He's the man too. Really, brother, my good man says sub to Tainah under 3.5K. Baddog under 6K. Plenty of OGs around. By the way, nice jersey, Tainah. LOL.
Oh yeah, no, Dire Giants fan. You're definitely an OG. There's no doubt about it. And he's the guy who got me this jersey, man. I can never say thank you enough. And like I said, next time we go to the Giants game, jersey of his choosing, I'm definitely going to get it for him. So yeah, man, you always show me so much support. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we've got some unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Unbelievable, man. I don't know. Guys, I love you guys. Carson Wentz is in the chat. Carson Wentz is here.
Yay, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he's heard I've been saying good things about him. He just says, do the chair. All right, I'll do the chair real quick. Whee!
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Bobby Chulo Chad, is it? Yes. I've been with Baddog since the TTC videos with the boxes in the background. So he's been with me for a while. That's 2015.
Chad's been, yeah, for me too, near the beginning.
15 for me.
All right. Chris Baddog, who do you think will be the goofiest Giant this season, aka the walking come on man? God, I mean, I like to think nobody. But
we already have him, Chris. It's DeAndre Baker.
Yeah, DeAndre Baker's already. I don't think you could top DeAndre Baker or Aldrich Rosas for that matter. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with somebody. I'll go with whoever starts at the center position. I think it's going to be a big problem. Whoever it is, I think that's going to be a struggle. On defense, I think Leonard Williams is going to catch a lot of heat, even if he plays well, because of the contract that he's getting paid. I think people are going to complain about him. Yeah, that's just a couple of names. Maybe Martinez because of his lack of coverage skills. That's a possible candidate. Those are some names.
Benjamin says, so Sports Extra is the greatest supporter of your channel, Chris, and I'm not. I'm devastated over you.
Who said that?
Benjamin.
Are you kidding me? Of course you're a great supporter of my channel. Are you kidding me? You're in all my streams. You're amazing. Thank you, man.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Max Russo said, Chris, what do you think about Brett Coleman's video on DJ?
Yeah, no, Max, I loved it, and that's why I reached out to him. So I'm hoping he comes on the channel. He's supposed to be coming on the channel. We're going to talk about it. He did a great job. It was a great video. Yeah, he's awesome, man. He did a great job breaking that video down.
Yes. Philly fans is 94. Brilly. Thank you for the super chases. I loved TTC Baddog. TTC Baddog was very popular. And there are a lot of guys that still come over from TTC Baddog. The only guy that I can think of that was with me the first go around was Punkum. Punkum was there since I started, since my first video on YouTube and back in 08. Punkum was there. I remember Punkum being there. There's another guy, I don't see him much. His name is BevoNet 910 or something. He's got the Stewie from Family Guy's his avatar.
Oh, he's been
forever too, since those days. I mean, obviously there's video makers that know me from back then. Like BVD knows me from way back when, and Simus knows me from way back then. So there's guys that know me from way back. Pizzle, obviously. Yeah. I mean, Pizzle's the reason I even have a channel. Guys always talk about, Chris, Baddog, you guys, and probably remember. Pizzle's the reason I did my channel. Both times. He's the reason I started. He's the reason I came back. Both times.
Pizzle's awesome. He's definitely a guy that paved the way for a lot of Giants video makers. And the other thing I wanted to elaborate on the Coleman video, the one thing, if you guys haven't watched it, definitely watch it. But the one thing that he hit home with on that breakdown for me was when he was describing his complaint with Daniel Jones, and I thought he was fair. He definitely pointed out a lot of faults to Jones, and he definitely hit on a lot of the compliments. But when he said he wanted to see more Alex Smith in his game and less Jameis Winston, I agree with that. There's a number of times last year where he should have checked it down to Barkley, where he shouldn't have tried to force the ball into tight windows. I like that he's aggressive, but I do think he needs to hone his game in a little bit this year, and I expect him to. He's a young quarterback, so that's one thing that he said that I agreed with. Barkley, I complain all the time. Barkley didn't get enough play in the passing game last year. I thought that there were times he should have checked it down more. So that was one thing that he said that I really agreed with.
Yeah, I think that a lot of rookies try to do too much.
Yeah,
honestly, I just think it's in their nature to I got to perform, especially when you're a top 6 pick. I got to do my thing. I got to make everything happen. And I think with maturity and with experience, you slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
You start to make smarter plays. You get acclimated to what, okay, this play ain't there, throw it away.
Right.
I think it happens to a lot of rookies. And like you said, he's a smart guy. He's going to be a lot better this year. Chris Damiani says, Baddog, are we not going to talk about how you predicted a 5-year rebuild for the G-Men and you got it perfectly right? Yeah. The Ben McAdoo rant video that I did back in 2016, I see it right in the video. It's going to take us 5 years to get out of this mess. I knew it. I mean, I could see the way they drafted. I could see McAdoo was not the right guy. They were wrong with everything they did. And it usually takes about 5 years to go through an entire everything. And the fact that they did not get rid of Reese hurt. Yeah. And that pushed us back a couple more years. But that was why I said 5 years. I didn't think Reese would get through the next 2 years. They were a lot better in 2016 than I thought they would be. But I do remember in that video, that Ben McAdoo rant video, saying Jerry Reese better draft his ass off, and he brings us Eli Apple.
Yeah. The whole problem with that was you had a GM and a head coach on 2 completely different timelines, and that's always a stupid idea. So that you had a GM trying to save his job, and you had a new head coach just coming on. So it just was a dumb idea to fire Coughlin and not fire Reese. It was stupid. Yep. They both should have won, or both should have stayed, or Coughlin should have stayed and he should have left.
It is stupid. Well, the other prediction I had right, not so like in a roundabout way, I guess. In 2018, March 2018, you can see I was a lot heavier. You're gonna see my face. Like I look at that video, and go, damn, I really did lose a lot of weight. And I said that Odell Beckham should get traded to Cleveland. I said that right in that video. Now I expected us to get a little bit more in return. Right. I said the Giants could pass on Saquon Barkley, and they could get Nick Chubb. I remember, and ironically, Nick Chubb ended up in Cleveland. But it's just funny how some things work. I rarely get things right, but to get him that far away, that's kind of eerie to me. I don't know. Sometimes I'm on the pulse with the Giants, and sometimes I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Like my Daniel Jones reaction.
Like most fans.
Yeah.
sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
Some fans really. I'm not just talking about Giants. I'm not talking about the Giants fan, but some fans just have no clue.
Well, of course, I'm saying like diehard fans. So yes. sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Rickson can serve. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Always good to see Rickson back, because Rickson has come back for the football season. Says Thomas will beat Solder, no doubt. He's working hard. Oh yeah, Andrew Thomas are starting left tackle. I think that's a given.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think Thomas will be the starter. I don't think they'll just hand it to him, but it's kind of like Daniel Jones last year. You knew Eli was going to be the starter, but they didn't want to say it coming out of camp. I think Thomas can be left tackle. I think Solder will be on the right. I'd be surprised if that's not the case. Get him started right now with Hernandez. That's going to be your left side forever. So get it going.
Dire Giants fan, of course. Again, thank you for dropping the links to Chris's Giants channel, or sports channel, I should say, and his movie channel. So thank you for putting there. And Lake Nona, thank you for putting my Instagram link in there, because I am on Instagram now, guys. So you can always follow me on Instagram. I'm also on the Twitters. Both of those links are in the description as well. So if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, those links are in there. Chris's sports channel's there. Like I said, I got to start putting his movie channel in the description as well. And I got to start putting the banner back across the bottom of the screen that says sub Up Tainah. Link in the description. Sports expert, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, he says sleep rarely exists in my very own world. I've noticed that. I think Chris, I think you and Afghanistan are the 2 people on YouTube that sleep less than me. Dire Giants fans don't sleep a lot either. Because Dire Giants fans up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he's with me on the Lakers streams till 1 in the morning. And I don't think LA Lou sleeps a lot either. Although LA Lou works overnight, so I don't really know how it works. But there's definitely some guys that, well, I can tell you this. I mean, there's guys that are with me for 24 straight hours. LA Lou is one. Afghanistan's one. Dire Giants fan. Bobby Woodruff. Bobby will always be there for the 24-hour stream.
Yeah, that's true. You got to call. I'll wait, because I want to speak on what Chris Damani said about Edelman, and but you got a couple more super chats. But
I just got one there, and that is Philip Van D. Brilly, my good man. He says if the Eagles had good ownership in the late 80s, 90s, Super Bowl, the defense was good enough. You had no running game though.
You had Cunningham. Yeah,
had no receivers either. Mike Quick Your best receiver back then also was a tight end, Keith Jackson. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, Chris Domani said, Chris, you said that Ben McAdoo and Jerry Reese were on different timelines. Isn't that the same thing happening with Judge and Dave? No. Well, here's what I'll say about that. I worried about that. If you watch my chat, I don't know how long you've been watching us, but I worried about that before the offseason because I said, now you run a new head coach and you got a GM that knows he has to save his job. But Gettleman did not do what Jerry Reese did. Gettleman planned he drafted and spent in free agency for the future. He didn't break the bank like Reese did that year when he brought in 3 guys on 5-year deals. He drafted Ingram, who was a win now player. He didn't do that. Dave Gettleman planned ahead. Every guy he drafted is as much for the future as it is for the present, and he only signed guys to 3-year deals. So, yes, that was a worry of mine that could have been the case, but Gettleman didn't act on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, Reese had all that cap space, and he went out and addressed defense, and we needed defense. And, hey, for 1 year, it did work. But that offense was bad, and, because we didn't have an offensive line.
Right.
And that sucks. Asia, thank you so much for the super gem lady. Brilly. Let's see if I can do this one. I love you all. Thank you, Asia. I really appreciate it. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super sticker, brother. Brilly. From the back.
There you go. And you even got the slit like the hat that he sent. It's not a fitted hat.
No, I bought this one. I thought this was one of Mr. A. Lewis Sr.'s hats, but no.
There you go. What's going on, Hot Take Hockey, man? Thanks for popping in the streamer, man.
Speaking of great content creators, I say it every time I see him in the chat. Hockey playoffs coming soon. That's your guy. He and Sir Cardinal. You guys are hockey fans. You want hockey streams. Those are your guys. No clue how they do it. Say it all the time. I can't do hockey. Tried, can't do it. Can't do it. Don't know enough about it. Don't know the players. And I don't know how they do it. Like I said, basketball, I can talk a mile a minute, but you get a lot of breaks in basketball. A lot of whistles, a lot of timeouts.
Well, the other thing is I grew up watching basketball, so I know how to call. I know the flow of the game. I know how to call the game. I don't know the terminology with hockey. I know the rules. I know offsides, high sticking, icing. I know that, but I don't know the terminology that they use. I can't keep up with it. Plus all the changes and everything when they got 4 different lines and everything else. I don't know how they keep up with it.
I don't either. Like I said, I did that one with Sir Cardinal. Thank God. Because I'm struggling. And there's like 5 or 6 straight minutes of action, and I'm out of breath. And I'm like, you're in.
Yeah. It's not like basketball.
No, he just goes. It's just flowing,
Yeah.
And he has it along the boards behind the net, swings it over to this pass. Hey, there's a swing pass across the blue line over here. I'm like, how the hell is he doing this? Next shot by Pizzle. Oh, go save it. Kick save it to the right side. It goes to the boards. And I'm like, I don't know how the hell he does it.
Yeah. I guess that's just from years of watching. Yeah.
It is. But it's like I said, you guys want good hockey streams. Hot Take Hockey and Sir Cardinal are definitely your guys. I don't see Sir Cardinal anymore. I miss Sir Cardinal.
Yeah, so he's a busy man. Probably he's got stuff going on. I see him go live every now and again. I think
he does. He does the Tecmo Bowl streams.
Yeah,
he'll be back once the sports gets here. He'll be back.
What's up, Sonor? Thanks for popping in, buddy.
There he is. I was gonna say, Segnesia asked if you wipe sitting or standing. I think we've discussed this one.
Yeah. The first one.
Yeah. No, I think he was in the nonsense streams, is my guess. Which we had like a whole stream about that. Those are the days. Nick the Wick. He says, I'll make a deal with you. You make the 24-hour stream on a Saturday. I'll stay up all 24 hours. They're always on Saturday, Nick. Because a lot of people work, including myself. So I can't do it on a Friday or a Monday or anything like that. So I always on a Saturday, my man. It'll either be, I haven't decided which week in August I'm taking off. It'll either be the 8th of August or the 15th. It's one of those 2 weeks. I'm taking a vacation week because the first time I did it over a weekend. And by Tuesday, I was hurting like jet lag, like it hit me hard. So Now I take a vacation week. I take a vacation week and I set a 24-hour stream up there. So it will be Saturday to Sunday. It's usually 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. That is usually when I do them. And they are hard to do. They're tough. Asia, thank you for the super chat, my lady. Brilly, Bad Dog. Tell Chris to read Benjamin's comment.
You don't have to donate, Asia.
You definitely did not have to donate.
Let me Chris, Asia definitely wants a piece of you. Okay. Give her a chance, my man. You're gonna regret it, man, if you don't take her offer. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, let's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Thank you for being a great supporter. That's what I'll say. Thank you for being a great supporter to both Bad Dog and myself.
Yes.
Yeah, this isn't Match.com. This isn't Match.com, guys.
It's not Tinder.
It's not Tinder. Yeah.
Benjamin does have one set up for you.
Yeah. I appreciate.
Any hits on that, Benjamin? Listen, they all line up for Up Tainah.
Yeah. Did he really create a Tinder account for me? Is that?
I honestly don't know. Like he sent me. I don't have my phone. My kid has it, and he's sleeping upstairs. He falls asleep. Daddy, here you go. This is my son all day. Daddy, I want my. He says it like he's French. Daddy, I want my tablet. Daddy, I want my tablet. Tablet dies. It's dead, Dad. Can I have your phone? Can I have your phone? Dad, I want your phone. Here you go, buddy. My phone dies. Can I have Mommy's phone? I have Mommy's phone all day. I have to deal with this. Daddy, I want to watch Lion King Scar. Daddy, I want to watch Roblox. Daddy, I want to watch camels. My kids always liked camels.
Yeah, I never got that.
I don't get it either. I say now he likes camels, and give him 12 years. I love camel toes. That's just what's going to happen. So it is what it is. It's the progression of life, I guess. But that's him. But where that? Oh, I was going to show you the Instagram. Like Benjamin sent me a DM on Instagram. And it says this is Chris's Tinder account.
Okay. You know what? Let me look. Maybe he sent it to me too. Let me take a look.
Yeah. That's what he does. A little Bad Dog all the time. Daddy, I want my tablet.
Yeah.
Now you know my kids in Subway Surfer. Can you guys have Subway Surfer on your phone or any technology device? Do any of you guys have Subway Surfer?
I don't know what that is.
So Subway Surfer it's actually fun. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just a guy. There's a bunch of characters you have to collect a certain amount of coins. You can open up other characters, but it's just a guy that constantly runs. And you collect coins, but you have to go through obstacles. He's running through train tracks or subways. It's not really a subway. It's more of a train. But trains are oncoming. There's steady trains. There's obstacles. You have to duck under them. You got to jump over them. You got to swipe to the right, swipe to the left. So you're avoiding the obstacle as you go along. Like I said, you can't stop the guy. He's just constantly running.
Mm-hmm.
My kid plays this, and he knows how to play it. He knows when to move to the right or left. He knows when to jump. He knows when he has to roll under the thing, roll under the little guard or whatever.
He's
and
a
I'm
smart
thinking,
kid.
is that normal? Like, do 3-year-olds know how to do this naturally? Like, it's weird. Like when I'm up, he's like, Daddy, jump. Daddy, roll. They got to roll.
Smart kid. He knows he's going to grow up. He's going to be a smart kid.
They all,
but the kids nowadays, though, they all could use a cell phone by the age of 2.
Yes,
it's crazy. I mean, I got several friends with kids. They know more about the iPad than I do, and they're like 2 years old, 3 years old. It's crazy how quick they pick up technology.
It is. It's unbelievable. Lake Notice like Temple Run. That was another one. My kid liked watching me play Temple Run. Like he liked when I play that. He liked me play. I
remember Temple Run on the yeah.
But he liked me playing. Yeah, it's crazy. He knows how to do that stuff. It's
Stealth says, bro, I didn't get my phone until I was 12. And I know I think Stealth's around 12. Stealth, bro, I didn't get my phone until I was 18.
I didn't get my phone until I was 19. Of course, they were brand new back in 95. They were, but my kid don't have a phone.
Yeah, most kids have it by like 6 or 7 nowadays.
No, he does have a tablet, and his aunt and uncle bought him that. He actually had an iPad. It broke, like the battery wouldn't charge anymore. So he had another tablet that his my sister-in-law gave him the iPad, and his aunt and uncle gave him the tablet. Now, when the tablet dies, I probably will buy him another iPad because it's my kid. I mean,
right.
What am I gonna do?
You got it. Yeah.
I don't want to hear him scream for 20 hours about it. And I want my phone. I got a hand-me-down phone to Stealth Raven. You know what? Stealth Raven, I did too. I have an iPhone 7 and I bought it 6 months ago. So who's the one that gets whatever the hell they want? Not me.
I got the new one. I splurged, but that's the first time I ever bought a new phone. I've always had older phones my whole life, but I got an iPhone 11.
Nice.
But I've always had outdated phones.
It works. Brokey got his at 15. Sports Influencer got his at 10. Mr. Hang Glider Man got his at 13. Manuel got his at 14. Wild Bat's in the chat. What's going on, Wild Bat? It's good to see Wild Bat. I'm starting to see some. I saw Justina was in here earlier too. I didn't get a chance to say hello to Justina, big Laker. I'm starting to see the Laker dog people.
They're coming. You're gonna have basketball in a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, about today's 17, 13 days. A little less than 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Playoffs not probably for another month. 4 or 5
August for that. But man, I can't. Yankees play tomorrow, man. Yankees and Mets play tomorrow.
Yeah. We need sports.
That is Justine is there. There she is. She's hey.
There she is. There you go.
Always in the Lakers streams. Pedro Smith, what's going on? I was trying to say. Found Pedro's channel a couple days ago. So he's a Redskins video maker. So I know OJ was talking about Redskins. They are out there, but they are hard to find. But Pedro is he's a really good Redskins video maker. So there's another one, like I said, Juan Gotti talking sports, Ed Oliver, Street Scores, Louis T. Obviously, Louis T is like the big one. HTTR. So they're out there.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of good ones out there. Like the ones I find are good. And I love Juan Gotti, but he's got to pump the brakes with Dwayne Haskins winning the MVP this year. I mean,
this guy Benjamin, man, he just told me check your Instagram. I just sent you a new.
So there you go.
Oh God, Jesus!
Let's take a look at it.
No, it's like an old picture of me.
Well, I know you had one in a suit. He sent me one of you like in a way. And he's like, women can't resist a man in a suit. And then he sent me another one. And he's like, this is the one I'm using for Tinder. Dog Tag, what's going on, my man? Gonna see Dog Tag in the house.
Oh, Benjamin. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that guy.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I got, Chris. That's the one he sent me.
Yeah.
Is that a Tinder account though?
Yeah, he actually created one.
Oh, okay, so I didn't see the actual Tinder account. I just saw the picture. Oh, I gotta get on there. I got it. Ray Snowson says that looks sexy. Yeah, that looks sexy. Chris Damiani says, Chris and Baddog, what needs to go wrong for the boys and Eagles for the Giants to get the division?
Injuries.
Yeah, that.
Injuries.
But you know what, Chris? I think if we play well enough and we beat them, we get the division. If we go 5-1 in this division, we get this
of course. Oh, we go 5-1 in the division. Yeah.
I think more so than things going wrong for them, things just have to go right for us. And I think we can pull this out. I really do.
The biggest thing is Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones has a Carson Wentz-like year two, which I am not going to expect, you said it earlier, he was the MVP of the league. But if he had that type of jump, sure, we could surprise people.
Yeah. You're married, Bad Dog. Yes, I am married. I've been with my wife over 20 years. So yes, I've been married a lot. Well, I've been married more than 13 years, but we've been together 20. Dog Tag says 100% swiping right on that. Yes, I know this because there's a woman at work that always told me about all her Tinder dates. But she would always say that, yeah, swipe right on that guy, swipe right on that guy. I go, is that all? That's how easy it is to date nowadays? Swipe right? I go, I can only imagine the damage I could have done if it was just swipe right.
It's not just a swipe right. Then you text for like a while, then you talk, and then you go on a date.
Like I said, old school. Walk up to them without getting to know them and not knowing if there's anything there, and just taking a chance with your ego at stake. It's easy for a girl to shoot you down on the computer. Who cares? Let her do it right to your face. And then take that walk of shame, baby. It builds character. And trust me, Baddog took a lot of walks of shame back in the day. I did. But Asia says Chris is sexy regardless.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I was about to say thank you, sexy. No, thank you, Asia. Thank you, Asia.
But guys, listen, it is midnight. I don't even know what the hell we're talking about at this point. Chris has had a long day. This poor guy did 2 videos. He streamed on his movie channel. He streamed with OGR, and then he had a nightcap with yours truly. And I don't even know what the hell this was about tonight. It really wasn't about the Giants, about everything but. And next week, probably be about the same. And then we're going to get into
we'll get the 28th. We'll definitely be getting into some football.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dire Giant fan, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly, my man. Really appreciate it. He says previous Laker fans who have been away will be surprised. Don't forget who got the Kobe jersey. I'll never forget that, obviously. Please share to your friends or family. A Dire Giants fan. I mean, I'm going to, every time I wear that, I'll be like Dire Giants fan. And I told Dire Giants fan, I'm going to take I'm going to be in a world of shit. How you wearing a Kobe jersey? You're a Knicks fan. I'm going to have the Laker dog hat from LA Lou. I'm going to have the Kobe jersey from Dire Giants fan, and they're all going to yell at me. And I'm going to say, you know what? I don't care. As I'm a Knicks fan. And I told Pizzle this yesterday. I had a Reggie Miller jersey when I was young. And I've told you this, Chris. When Champion Outlet was around here and I could get a jersey for $5, I bought my favorite player from every team.
Well, for $5, you can't go wrong.
I can tell you some of the weird jerseys. I mean, I'm not weird. I had Steve Atwater. I loved Steve Atwater. I had a Vincent Brisby jersey from the Patriots. I was a big fan of Vincent Brisby, of all people.
That's a random one.
Brisby. I had a Shaq jersey. I had a Penny jersey. I had a Glenn Robinson jersey. I had a Pistons Allen Houston jersey. I had a Reggie Miller jersey. I had a Damon Stoudemire jersey. Not Amari Stoudemire, Damon Stoudemire.
I remember 95 Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I had a Drazen Petrovic jersey. I had a Jordan jersey, a Magic jersey, a Reggie Lewis jersey. I had all kinds of jerseys. I used to collect them. A Dominique Wilkins, obviously a Dominique Wilkins. I mean, I had Starks, Anthony Mason, Oakley, Ewing, Derek Harper. Like I had a bunch of Knicks.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have that many. I mean, I had Ewing, I had Sprewell, and I had Tracy McGrady jersey. I had I think I had an Allen Iverson jersey. I had a few. I didn't have that many though. I maybe had like 6 or 7 basketball jerseys.
Again, I got them for $5.
I had a Chris Webber jersey. I remember that on the Kings.
Did I have any one of the Warriors? I know I wanted a Mullen jersey. I could just never find one. I did have a lot late going, but again, they were $5. I mean, they were $5. So you could literally go into Champion Outlet. And I guess the thing with Champion Outlet was this. Number one, they weren't stitched back then. They didn't really make stitched jersey. They were all sticker jerseys. But supposedly when they made these jerseys, there was always something a little off. Like they were manufactured incorrectly. So they ended up there.
Yeah.
There were some jerseys that didn't even have a name on the back or whatever, but I would spend an hour in there digging through stuff to try to find stuff. Those are the days, man. Back in the day when I used to wear Cool Water cologne and wear Tommy Hilfiger all the time. I still wear Tommy Hilfiger, but not like I used to. Anyway, I'm rambling, guys. I'm going to end the stream now, guys and girls. And again, I just want to say the support tonight really choked me up. So I am greatly... Again, words can't describe. I'm just so overwhelmed and appreciative of all the support tonight, guys. And not just tonight. I mean, for the last 4 months, I would have never got through this without you. Chris, I would have never got through this without you. I mean, you're the man, buddy. I don't know what to say. I mean, like I said, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You really are like a brother from another mother. Like you inspired me to do everything I do. This show, I love it to death. I mean, you're the freaking man. I don't know what to say. I mean, I freaking love you, dude. I
appreciate it, man. Same for you, man. And like I said, man, I can't believe we're 88 episodes in. It feels like we just started the show like 6 months ago. So, man, I love working with you, and of course, I love everybody in our chats. And you guys are always here, regardless of what we're live for. You guys always support us, and Our channels would be nothing without you guys. You can never say it enough. So, yeah, thank you guys for everything that you've done for both of us. And I can't wait. I can't wait for football season.
We got sports tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
we got live baseball. Guys, make sure you tune in for Yankees Mets on Chris's channel. I'll be tuning in, and then, like I said, hopefully Sunday night I can do some Yankees. So, if you're Yankees fans, you don't come fly with me, like Sinatra said. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great Saturday, and Chris, as always, thank you for coming on the channel. I appreciate it, guys and girls. If you haven't subscribed, the link to his channel is in the description. Make sure you do that. Have a great night. For the Up Tainah Talking Sports, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, Yardley, Moyes. Brilly, thoughts and updates on DeAndre Baker. Should we just cut him? Just cut it off. Yes, we're going to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Super 23. Thank you for the super chat. Brilly. Says everyone have a good night. Stay cool. Really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. If Chris wasn't all day, like I said, maybe a couple of us. We got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for the Up Tainah Talking Sports. Man, Diggity Dizzle. We are gone. Peace.